Back to you.
Okay, great job all day long. Great job down there, Joe.
Boy, standing football family with a brother who played in the Rose Bowl, and he did it too at Oregon, and now he's hoping for something even greater, and that's a national championship opportunity as each senior now makes the way through the tunnel of players and a final handshake and hug from head coach Chip Kelly on a very special day here in Eugene. There you see the gentleman, Remine Alston, as he makes his way as well. Oregon changing up how they've done their senior day and doing this before they actually rush onto the field. So they'll head back into the locker room here in just a minute, and then they'll get ready for the game and come rushing onto the field like they so famously do in college football. Hi, everyone. Joe Giansante here as we count down to kickoff and get ready for this game. Of course, there are lots of honors, lots of awards, the Heisman Trophy's out there, but there was something big that happened this week that I think you should know about, and that is the all-academic team in the Pac-10 Conference was introduced, and there were 3 Oregon Ducks on the first team led by J.James, 3.01 GPA. David Paulson and Carson York also on the first team, all-academic team in the Pac-10 Conference, and a bunch of honorable mention of second team mentions as well, as the Ducks are getting it done in the classroom and on the playing field. Ducks getting ready for this game against the Arizona Wildcats. The last 2 games they played against Arizona have been very tough. They've been tight games, and the last time Arizona was here, Oregon had a huge lead on Arizona at halftime, but then the Cats came storming back late in the game, and Oregon needed a late touchdown by LeGarrette Blount in order to hold off Arizona. And here's J.Maehl as he receives the ovation of the crowd. You see his mother very emotional. Jeff from Paradise, California, as he comes onto the field. Great scene here at Autzen as we another capacity crowd getting ready for this football game. Kenny Rowe making his way as well onto the field, along with his family. Spencer Paysinger making the way as well. These guys are, of course, are not going to be focused on this being senior day. They're going to be focused on taking care of Arizona, and that brings us to the 5 things as Nate Costa takes the field under a thunderous ovation here in Eugene. Everybody on their feet. Listen to this crowd. Nate Costa's captured everyone's heart with what he's gone through here at Oregon, and that's one guy you want to make sure you play for. Now, of course, we get to those things I was talking about, the 5 things you need to know about the game today. Here's my friend Anthony Newman.
Thanks, Joe. Well, here are the 5 things you must know about the Duck game tonight. Number 1, Oregon's defensive line dual threat. Kenny Rowe and Brandon Baird create havoc for the opposing team. They rank 2nd and 3rd in the Pac-10 in tackles for loss. Number 2, Arizona's red zone offense. Now, they rank 111th in the country in the red zone offense category. They have a hard time scoring inside the red zone. Number 3, Oregon's number 1 in Pac-10 stats. Now, get this. Oregon's ranked number 1 in the Pac-10 in total offense and ranked number 1 in the Pac-10 in total defense. That's why they're number 1 team in the country. Number 4, Arizona's quarterback, Nick Foles. Now, he's been on fire lately. He's been throwing over 600 yards in his last 2 games. Let's see if the Oregon defense can slow him down. And number 5, the Oregon secondary. Now, the Oregon secondary leads the Pac-10 in interceptions and pass breakups. It's simple. Boyett, Jackson, Pleasant, Harris, they're all playmakers. There you have it. The 5 things you must know about the Duck game tonight. Joe, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony. You will be on your way up to the booth as we get ready to call this one on replay. You'll be able to see that later tonight and then also again on Sunday. Oregon football with Chip Kelly coming up on Monday night at 8 o'clock. And at that point, we'll know whether or not Oregon has secured a spot in the BCS. Today, a Rose Bowl berth at least at stake here at Autzen Stadium. Oregon thinking about much more right now, but it starts with the Arizona Wildcats on a rainy day here in Eugene. Thanks so much for watching the pregame show, everyone. It's Oregon and Arizona here at Autzen Stadium.
This February, the Stars will shine in Los Angeles as the best in the world compete in the 2011 NBA All-Star Game. NBA All-Star Balloting presented by T-Mobile allows you to vote for the most deserving NBA players. Log on to NBA.com to cast your vote or vote from your mobile phone by texting your All-Star player's last name to 69622. Vote now and you can win a trip for two to the 2011 NBA All-Star Game and the NBA 2K11 Sweepstakes presented by 2K Sports. The NBA All-Star Game live from Los Angeles, February 20th, only on TNT.
You've got enough to worry about this Thanksgiving, so don't miss Northwest Honda's No Worries Week with huge deals on every worry-free Honda model, like 0 down and 0.9% financing on 2011 Civics, Accords, and CR-Vs. With our 50-year reputation for value, choosing Honda is as easy as pumpkin pie. No Worries Weekend Sunday, so see your Northwest Honda dealer for 0 down and 0.9% financing before these deals are gobbled up. No worries. It's a Northwest thing.
Portland. If you think all denture offices are the same, here's something to chew on. Your teeth deserve a second opinion from the experts at Natural Dentures. The nation's most respected denturists now have convenient offices right here in Portland. For 30 years, they've been pioneering new techniques and procedures and have restored over 20,000 smiles.
Give us 30 minutes and we'll have you smiling again.
A free consultation is just one call away at Natural Dentures, now in Portland.
Wow! You're so good. Knew that you would be. You're so great. We knew that you would be. Live good, feel great. We've got you. Live good, feel great. We've got you. Wow!
A man known in NBA circles as the Enforcer, Maurice Lucas touched the hearts and lives of those he came in contact with. Comcast Sportsnet will take a look at the life of Maurice Lucas as seen through the eyes of his family and closest friends, followed by a special edition of One-on-One with Maurice Lucas. Remembering Luke, Tuesday at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome, everyone, to Autzen Stadium. Yet another sellout crowd here as the Ducks get ready to take the field against the Arizona Wildcats. #1 in the nation, #1 in the Pac-10, #1 in your hearts, and trying to finish the job here and beat Arizona and secure another Pac-10 championship and at least the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Of course, Oregon is thinking much more right now. Hi, everyone. Joe Johnsanti along with my friend Anthony Newman as we get ready for this ball game here today. Arizona's been tough lately for Oregon. There's so much riding on this game, Anthony. It's hard to really list it out there. The fans know it all.
Yeah.
They know how big it is, and Oregon is used to playing in big-time games over the last few years, aren't they?
Well, this is a special day, you know, for the seniors to go out in the last game at Autzen Stadium. And also, if they win out and win the next 2 games, it's going to be a special year. They get to play in the national championship game.
There's the standings. Of course, if Oregon wins today, then the best Stanford could do would be to tie them. Oregon beat Stanford head-to-head, and that keeps them as the Pac-10 champions. If they can win, also get to their second 11-win season in history. Last year in Tucson, Ed Dixon late sends the game to overtime on a throw from Jeremiah Masoli. The students were ready to rush the field, but Oregon had other ideas as this one went into overtime, and the Ducks won it 44-41 right here as Masoli goes over, and those Arizona fans were left with an incredibly sour taste. As it turned out, if Arizona would have won that game, they would have been in the Rose Bowl last year. As it is, the Ducks getting ready to take the field, Anthony. Lots of talk about a couple of big guys. Of course, Chip Kelly leading the way. Star power. Cliff Harris, J.James, D.Thomas, Casey Matthews. Lots of playmakers on this Oregon team.
Well, Joe, the stars have to show up tonight. We're talking about J.Maehl. He needs a big game. D.Thomas control the football. J.Maehl, last game at Autzen Stadium, he has to perform. And on the defense, Casey Matthews, he's going to be a ball hawk. And also Cliff Harris, underclassmen, need to make plays as well.
Ducks getting ready. Here goes the motorcycle, and here they come. Santa Duck trying to bring some holiday cheer and another holiday season in either Glendale or Pasadena. Oregon and Arizona coming up from Autzen after this.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
Pepsi Max, please.
Good song.
Great song.
So, Pepsi Max has 0 calories, huh?
Yep.
Maximum Pepsi taste.
So we bought a house, love the kitchen, love the location.
Hated the bathroom.
Glenn's 6'2", and our shower head, a whopping 5'5".
Who does that?
So we got a home equity line of credit from Oregon Community Credit Union. They had the rates we wanted and nice people to walk us through the process. 3 weeks later, we got our Glen-sized bathroom.
For whatever comes next in life, Oregon Community Credit Union. Nice. Remarkably.
Oh, my sinuses. When mucus causes sinus pressure, the pressure can be unbearable.
Uncle Max and Harriet, Tom, Dick, Harry, hey, you brought everybody. It's a mucus family reunion.
Maximum Strength Mucinex D breaks up mucus and relieves sinus pressure and congestion.
See you next year.
Uncle Max and Harriet.
And Mucinex D lasts for 12 hours.
12 hours?
Mucinex in, mucus out.
The future of toilet bowl cleaning has never been brighter. Thanks to Scrubbing Bubbles Toilet Cleaning Gel. Just stamp it in your bowl. Its formula is flush activated to prevent buildup of limescale and hard water that cause toilet rings. And it keeps working for up to 6 weeks. Scrubbing Bubbles Toilet Cleaning Gel. The freshest way to keep a toilet clean.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Tonight's game is brought to you by American Family Insurance. Visit amfam.com or call 1-800-MyAmFam today. By AT&T. AT&T, rethink possible. By Mart, just right for the Northwest. And by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Autzen Stadium, Oregon with yet another uniform combination. The gray pant, or we call it chrome, steel.
whatever the kids want it to be.
A little light rain falling to make it darker, right, by the end of the night?
Yeah, exactly.
Arizona head coach Mike Stoops. Chip Kelly in his second year has not lost at home. Ducks have won the last 2 against the Arizona Wildcats in dramatic fashion. Back in 07. Of course, Arizona won in Tucson when Oregon was ranked number 2 in the country. And then in 05, the year before, they came into Autzen and beat Oregon here. And they will kick it off here today in front of a national television audience. Incredible afternoon of college football as Auburn found a way and fought their way back from a 24 0 deficit to beat Alabama on the road to remain number 2.
And that's why people have to understand that you play 4 quarters of football. There's a lot of action going on in the first 3 quarters, but you got to play 4 quarters to win the game.
And that's what championship teams do.
Yeah.
Will they get by South Carolina and claim a spot in the national championship game? Oregon is 2 games away from having the same opportunity. They are 1 win away from at least a return to the Rose Bowl. The Big Ten participant in the Rose Bowl will be decided tomorrow. Lots of convoluted scenarios. J.Huff deep for Oregon. Short kick. Huff has to go back and get it. Now he'll take it at the 5. Nowhere to go for Huff. And he'll almost get back to the 20. Good coverage, and it was a low line drive kick, but Huff misjudged it. Here's our starting lineups brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Starting lineup for Oregon, of course, is led by quarterback D.Thomas. L.James is starting in the backfield today. D.Paulson. At tight end, Huff is the receiver instead of Lavisier Tuane. J.Maehl and D.Davis are your skill position players. Little play action. Thomas looking down the field, throws it, and it's almost intercepted on the first play. Some marking going on down there.
Starting early.
There's the offensive lineman. I already mentioned the skill players. Same 5. Darian Weems is injured. He will not be able to go today. 2nd down and 10. Give it to L.James, and he's going to be buried in the backfield. He'll lose a few yards.
Great job by the defensive line. Tough defensive line of Arizona.
Elmore, Washington, Mikaeli, and Reed up front. Fisher Earls, Vassallo, a big transfer, has been good for them. Trevin Wade is the dangerous cornerback, number 24, who you saw giving the Ducks some of his verbiage. 3rd and 14 here on the opening drive. Thomas looking to throw. Throws it short outside, trying to get up the field and very close to a first down, and I think they have it. D.Davis, and he gets up limping.
Great catch by D.Davis. He had to get down in the dirt to get that football. The ball wasn't thrown very strong. Low pass, grabbing the football and getting the first down.
Ball might have been tipped. They're going to look at this and see if it hit the ground. We're going to look and see whether the ball touched the ground on that throw to D.Davis.
It's a couple things. We'll see if D.Davis's hands were underneath the ball when he caught the football.
This ought to give us a pretty good look. No, that's
good
a catch.
That's a catch. Good catch.
Boy, he caught the
tip.
I think the ball might have been tipped at the line as well, just barely.
DJ caught that with his fingertips. Talk about some strong fingertips, catching that football down low and then picking up the first down.
Chip Kelly in his 2nd season, 20-3. You can count the losses. Ohio State, Boise State on the road, and Stanford last year at Stanford. This should not take them long to review. It's taken them a little longer. Now Michael Batlin has his decision. Mike Stoops in his 7th season at Arizona, but he picked up a program that was at the bottom of the conference, and he's picked them right up to be contenders. They haven't been able to get over the big hump, but they are into postseason play again this year. Well, Michael goes into the backfield. They'll run the option. Thomas going to carry it for about 6 yards. Had J.Huff out there as the running back on that option. Now Ducks make a few substitutions. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
D.Thomas, that's huge. You know, 6 yards on first down. Nice job by the quarterback.
Expect to see a lot of L.James and K.Barner today. Arizona gave up more than 200 yards rushing in their last 2 games. Here's L.James trying to get outside, cuts it back, and here goes L.James. He's at the 50. L.James needs a block, 30, and he runs over a man at the 25-yard line.
Well, it was funny when L.James came out at the start of the game. He jumped up. He was going crazy. And right here, great cut inside. And watch him punish a defender. When there's nowhere to go, I'll run right over you. Dip his shoulder. 180-pound guy right there. Very strong.
Down to the 22-yard line. I'm sorry, the 27-yard line. L.James is still the tailback. Thomas on the roll, going to throw. Looking. Falls out, throws it up in the air and out of bounds into row number 1. Cats had good coverage on that play.
Yeah, it was a good job by Wildcats of understanding that D.Thomas wants to throw back. The safeties were looking in the middle of the field, waiting for a receiver to run across the middle of the field. They took that away.
They're really going to try to get Ricky Elmore and Brooks Reed, the 2 defensive ends, up the field. Try to not give Darren so much time to throw. About a 2-yard gain to the 26-yard line. That'll set up a 3rd down and 9.
Watching the Arizona defense, they have a great front 4, but also they're going to send a lot of linebackers. They're going to blitz Oregon's offense to help stop the run and get pressure on D.Thomas. They don't want D.Thomas to stand in the pocket with a lot of time with the good receivers running down the field.
Kenyon-Barner into the game now. 3rd down 9. The 26-yard line. Plenty of time. Throws, and it's intercepted by Arizona. Intercepted, and the Cats take it to the 40, and they turn away Oregon's first scoring threat of the game, and Thomas throws his 7th interception of the season.
It's a nice break by number 12, Adam Hall, the safety coming up, getting in front of the receiver. He became the receiver to get that interception. That's what you want your DBs to do. Go get the football, don't wait on the ball, as well as the offense, the receiver. Joe, he didn't go for the football. He kind of waited for the football.
Darren had plenty of time, maybe too much time. Waited a little bit on it. Here's Foles, one of the leaders in the Pac-10. They'll run it to Keola Antolin, and he'll lose a yard. Arizona's short passing offense. They like to work the way down the field. They've struggled in the red zone because of the field getting so condensed. Arizona's going to go on the ball here on the no huddle. There you see what they're doing on offense. Keola Antolin. Grigsby is supposed to be back today as well. Jerron Kreiner has had big games against Oregon in the past. Foles trying to change the play. Antolin will carry it to the 43.5. And that'll be 3rd down and about 6 coming up. Turner, Barrett, Clark, Rowe, Cadu, Matthews, Pazinger, Harris, Boyett, Pleasant, Jackson, and a bunch of guys that can come in for them.
You're right about that. The Oregon defense will rotate players in and out on the front line and the linebacker core.
Cole's going to throw it. Throws it out over the middle. It makes the catch. The reception made, and a nice one going high in the air. And Arizona has a 1st down after David Douglas brings that one in.
Well, David Douglas had to climb the ladder for that one. It was a great catch going up for the football, using his hands to catch the football. As a receiver, got to catch the ball with your hands. Don't let it hit your body. Nice job by David Douglas, number 85.
Arizona with an illegal procedure. They'll move it back 5 yards. Well, the first turnover, Anthony, defense has to stiffen up here after the turnover.
Well, I think this is going to be a defensive battle. What defensive team shows up, what defensive team makes more plays than the other. And right now, Arizona has the edge with that interception by Adam Hall.
First and 15. Ducks going to bring some pressure. They throw it to the outside. It gets tipped. And out of bounds, incomplete.
I know Casey Matthews, he wants to catch one of those passes when they blitz off the corner right there. And Nick Foles is going to the edge, trying to get pressure on the outside. And there's Casey Matthews. He knows the ball's coming. Jump up, try to catch that ball out of the air.
Lots of speed on this field today. Both teams. Pretty good protection. They throw it underneath. And the Cats will take it. David Roberts will take it inside the 40 to the 39, and they'll set up another 3rd and 7.
Nick Foles does a nice job of finding the open receiver, being patient in the pocket. He has a great offensive line, a big offensive line in front of him to give him time, Joe, to throw the football.
3rd and a long 6. Foles to throw to the outside. Ducks did not pick it up, and they're going to have a first down or not. Depends on the spot. Looked like they were headed for sure for a first down, but looks like they're going to be a little short.
Be a little short. It's a great play by J.Boyett. I mean, this is a great open field tackle. Got to come up. You got to make the play and get the ball carrier down.
They sent him in motion, and Oregon did not respond to it. J.Boyett had to make the play. I think Arizona might have got a pretty good spot on that one too, Anthony. His shoulder went down pretty much on the 33. It's about a half a yard for Foles. It goes under center here. And now a whistle. I believe they had to call a timeout because of the clock running down. They were going to have a delay of game. They're saying that they got the timeout in time.
Stoops on fire.
Way out on the field. He wants to talk to the official.
He always wants to talk to the official.
This will be a 30-second charge timeout.
I'm not sure what his frustration with the officials could be.
Well, he was frustrated that he had to waste that timeout.
He's all out on the field. The rules don't apply to him, I guess. He can just go out on the field and talk to the officials.
And have a conversation with the officials.
Maybe he thought they started the clock too quick. But they did take a long time, Anthony, to get the play in.
Yeah.
There was that little moment of indecision on whether it was a first down or not. Maybe what Stoops was asking for was to measure it, so he had more time to think about what was going on.
Maybe he was trying to get that as well. And they may change his call. Either they're going to go for it, or with that big offensive line, I think they would go for it. They have a huge line up front.
Rain's a little harder right now. 4th and a half yard. Arizona's opening drive. Nick Grigsby is the tailback, deep behind Foles. They'll give it to Grigsby, and he's through to a first down.
Arizona's going to come at you with 2 running backs. Grigsby is a smaller guy, quick, explosive. Antolin is a guy that's also a scat back type running back, number 2, that will catch the ball in open field.
Cats on the move here with 8:47 to go in the first quarter. The play action, looking for a home run ball. They throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete. I think if Eddie Pleasant might have had his head up, he might have had a pick.
Well, yeah, Eddie Pleasant was looking to hit somebody, and that's what he does well, is lay the hammer. But also, that's a chance, an opportunity for an INT. That if you just saw the ball overthrown, that's how interceptions happen. Tips and overthrows, and this is an overthrown ball right here. The safety got to go up and look for the ball, expect that ball to be overthrown.
Second down and 10. Play to the outside to Antolin. He's going to try to get the corner, and he can't get there as a whole host of players go sliding out of bounds.
Well, I tell you, that front line for Oregon is fast. And I think that was number 96, Deion Jordan, with the defensive end. Talk about redirect and go east and west and cut off Antolin from the outside, or Grigsby from the outside. Wow, speed.
9th play of the drive. They've only gone 29 yards in the 9 plays. 1 of 2 on 3rd down on this drive. Got 1 on 4th down. This is a 3rd and 12. Russell rush for plenty of time for Foles. He throws it, it's complete, and a first down. If he has time, he's going to complete it.
Oh, yes. Exactly. Joe, he had too much time to throw that football, and receivers are going to get open. But he was standing in that pocket for at least 4 seconds, untouched, no one even in his face. Sitting there waiting for the receivers to get open, and he'll find the right receiver.
In the red zone, they have not been great this year. Here they are inside the 20. Over the middle and incomplete, but a flag comes out late. And they call a pass interference on Oregon. Roberts went across and thought he got held. Thought Oregon might have been offsides at the start of the play.
Well, that's what I thought at first. Then you see, hard to tell, you see Roberts going for the football. Yeah.
Hitting the head there. It's like Pazinger.
It's all about a timing thing. Try to time the ball just the receiver. Either make the big tackle or go for the knockdown. And DBs, linebackers don't do that a whole lot. So it's something new to them from time to time.
They'll give the ball to Grigsby. He dances into the hole and will pick up a couple. Maybe 3 yards to the 11.
Arizona's doing a nice job of mixing it up with a little bit of run, a little pass. They don't run the ball that great. Not a great running football team, but they have 2 good running backs that can find some holes and get some positive yards, as well as the offensive line create time for Nick to stand back in that pocket with 4 good receivers.
Well, Foles is killing him. He's 4 of 6 for 43 yards. Also a pass interference on the opening drive. They'll hand it off to Grigsby again. He's hit initially and then fights his way to the 6, which is set up a 3rd down and 2. Keola Antolin comes back in.
Brandon Baird, number 88 for the Ducks, had a chance to make the tackle maybe for a 1-yard gain, and Grigsby did a nice job of shedding the tackler and getting extra yards.
This is their 4th 3rd down of this drive. 13th play of the drive coming up. Ducks are offside. Free play. Caught at the 2. Unless for some reason Arizona moved on the play.
I think it was one of the defensive ends. Might have been Turner, number 45. On the outside, jumping before the ball was snapped. You have to be disciplined and patient when you're down here.
First down.
Once again, the Ducks on the verge of having to play from behind at the beginning of the game. Arizona all the way down to the 2. They've converted 4 times now, and the drive looked to be stopped. When Oregon had opportunities to stop the drive, they were able to convert. Arizona down to the 2. A little confusion on the offense. Antolin gets hit behind the line and loses a couple yards.
It almost seemed like a broken play. It looked like Foles went the wrong way and handing the ball off to Antolin, and confusion with the offensive line, and Brandon Baird came unfree. You can't leave 88 unblocked as a D tackle.
Cats making a substitution here. Gino Crump comes in, a wide receiver, to line him up right on the line of scrimmage like he's a tight end or something. Flag is down. I think there's a legal formation maybe from Arizona.
Yeah.
Number 57 on the offense.
I don't know why would they bring a receiver in tight like that as a tight end. I mean, I know you're trying to get change-ups, and Stoops now is yelling at one of his coaches, but do what you do best.
Now they'll spread it out here on second down. Over the middle, up in the air, almost intercepted. Third down. Dangerous. Intended for Terrence Miller.
Yeah, Terrence Miller had a chance to make that catch, and then there's a chance for a tip or an overthrow. There's a tip right there. Boyett had a chance to make that play. Arizona looked like they're going for it.
Roberts also had a chance.
Excuse me, it's third down. I thought it was fourth down. Third down. Big play for the Ducks defense here.
Third and goal from the 7. Yet another third down on this drive. Can they get to Foles? Low pressure. Now he's going to run. He drops it out there, and it is caught for the touchdown. Somehow they let him get free behind him. And Arizona's on the board here with 4:47 in the first quarter.
Foles made that play because it looked like he was going to run. And Thomas Jackson was in coverage. It looked like Thomas started to come up a little bit. Got to stay back. Or was he out of bounds, though?
Might have had that first foot in there. I'm not sure. They haven't whistled down yet. And Chip Kelly wants a timeout to challenge the call. It's going to be that first foot because the second foot was out. Kelly was sprinting down to the side judge down there. By that first look, I thought he had it, right?
Did he have control of the ball?
There.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
That foot's out, but the first foot was in. We're going to take a break while they sort this out. 6-0, Arizona.
What's your 230 feeling like?
Mine's more like a 230-mile feeling. My family depends on me to get from point A to point B in one piece. So I get my rest and I take 5-hour energy. It's quick, it's simple, not all wired up. It's just smooth sailing until it's time to stop. You want to be sharp behind the wheel? Take it from a truck driver. Rest often, take 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy. Hours of energy now. No 230 feeling later.
Let's face it, appearances count. That's why so many men and women, in an effort to look their best, come to Hair Surgery Specialist Northwest. Dr. Marla Ross and her staff are the most experienced and respected surgical team in Portland. They're local, not a franchise. You'll discover the price of hair restoration surgery is less expensive than the long-term cost of maintaining a hair system. It's the natural choice. You'll like what you see. Hair Surgery Specialist Northwest. Get online or call us today for your free consultation.
Your #1 ranked Oregon Ducks put their BCS title hopes on the line against Pac-10 rival, the Arizona Wildcats. Last season in Tucson, the Ducks tied the game with 6 seconds left in regulation. 2 overtimes later, Oregon came out victorious, eliminating Arizona from Rose Bowl contention. This season, the scene moves to Eugene with a little more on the line than the Rose Bowl. Catch an encore presentation of the Ducks football game against Arizona. Coverage begins tonight at 11 and tomorrow at noon on Comcast Sportsnet.
Awaiting the extra point for Arizona, and called a timeout, I think, to review it, but Michael Batland has never gone over to actually review the play. And my sense is if you're going to call a timeout, if you call the timeout, you want him to review it because, you lose the timeout anyway if it's not right. You see he makes the catch right there. The second foot, the left foot was out, for sure.
Yeah, and I think everybody was wondering if he had control of the ball when his first foot hit the ground, and he did.
So Arizona will kick the extra point. 16-play drive, 60 yards. That's got to be a record for that short of a drive.
Yeah.
They converted. There were 6 chances for Oregon to get off the field, and they couldn't make the play on any of those 6 plays. Arizona leads it 7-0 here at Autzen.
The first time I called Amica, it was great.
Oh, yeah, it's a completely different experience.
If you're shopping for auto insurance, or if you're looking for a change, call Amica now. You could save hundreds of dollars.
I thought I was covered before, but then I called Amica, and they made sure I was really covered.
Amica listens, and they gave me options. That's why I switched.
Yeah, me too. And because I saved a lot of money.
Call 877-54-AMICA right now. We'll explain all the different benefits that you can get by switching to Amica.
Amica is all about customer service.
Exactly.
I know they're going to be there if anything ever happens to me, so I'm not going anywhere.
I could not believe how fast they paid my claim.
I'd say they're exceptional, definitely.
Call 877-54-AMICA right now. There's no obligation, and you'll learn how much you can save right away.
Awesome service, perfect coverage, and big savings.
I don't know if it's possible to love your insurance company, but yeah, I really like them.
You got to call Amica.
What she said.
Seriously, call Amica.
Coming up on Comcast Sportsnet.
Sunday, November 28th at 4 against Brooke Lopez and the New Jersey Nets. Tuesday, November 30th at 4 against Evan Turner and the Philadelphia 76ers. Wednesday, December 1st at 4:30 against Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics.
Comcast Sportsnet, home of the Portland Trailblazers.
Welcome back, everyone. Arizona strikes first after a turnover and then a 16-play drive. This started with this turnover right here, this interception.
Well, making plays on defense. Arizona had to make plays on defense. And receivers for Arizona making great catches in the run after the catch. Arizona has a great receiving corps, but Nick Foles, he was standing in that pocket.
Looks like Casey Matthews has the ball right now, and he takes it out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. They don't want to let Huff or Harris or anybody else back there return it. Boy, Anthony, on third downs, they just, 4 of 5 on the first drive. And then the one they didn't make, they got on fourth down. If they end up at 80% for the game, you can put it in the win column.
Yeah.
$6 burger drive. The 16 plays covered 60 yards.
Well, we didn't see a lot of pressure from the Oregon defense on third downs, Joe.
Ducks with good field position here after the Arizona touchdown. Here's L.James trying to get started, and nothing's there. That's the big key. First down for Oregon. When you set them up second and long, third and long,
yeah,
that's the book. That's the blueprint.
Oregon's always going to come out and try to establish the running game, and it seems like teams know that they try to run the ball on first down and do a great job of stuffing the ball in the middle.
Well, Michael's going to line up out here in the slot. And now go in motion into the backfield. They'll give it to him again. Tries to make one guy miss and then picks up 3 yards. Third down, 7 coming up.
Kind of a new wrinkle in the offense with J.James coming in the backfield, and Josh Huff, number 4, he's back to behind D.Thomas, so there's some options that they can do with that.
Ducks trying to get their pace back again a little bit. Thomas going to throw it. Dumps it out there. L.James trying to get outside. First down and more for J.James. Into Arizona territory at the 38.
That's that speed of J.James. Beating the defender to the outside, setting it up, little screen pass, delayed screen pass. It's a great job. Josh Huff tried to get that block, but the speed of J.Maehl, tough to tackle in open field.
Thomas keeps it. He's got a man wide open down there. It's Paulson. He has it. Touchdown, Oregon. 38 yards.
Well, Joe, that faked me out. And I think it faked Arizona out with the play action. The key is you got to stuck those defenders and linebackers up there thinking run, and then you throw the ball over the top.
See if the Ducks try to go for 2 here. No kicker in the backfield right now. Now they'll call him back in. Arizona had it defended right. New holder out there for Oregon, number 14. Looks like there's an offside penalty. 14 is Javis Lewis. That's not 14. And that's not Javis Lewis.
No.
So we'll figure out what's going on there. Hang on, there's a flag. So a quick strike back. The Ducks tie it up 7-7. Beautiful throw from D.Thomas.
AT&T and BlackBerry have teamed up to keep your business moving. BlackBerry Torch now just $99.99, only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
American Family Insurance is there for you with even in the most unlikely circumstances, from major catastrophes to minor incidents. Whether you're safe at home or on the open road, wherever you are, just give us a call and we'll be there, because what's important to you is important to us too. Policy. Is your coverage as unique as your family?
American Family Insurance.
Hours of the most extensive Civil War programming around begins December 3rd on Comcast Sportsnet. Hey, Doug football fans, on Monday nights, check out a new weekly show on Comcast Sportsnet, Oregon Football with Chip Kelly, featuring game recaps, insider info, and the most in-depth Oregon football coverage around. Oregon Football with Chip Kelly, Mondays at 8 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tied at 7 with 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Lots of excitement already here at Autzen. Ducks pulled him up with those running plays over and over and over, then hit him with the big one.
Well, you suck them in, you think there's the running, and then you see all the linebackers, everybody biting on the run, and D.Paulson gets behind the defense. You can't let a tight end get behind you. It's a great job by the Oregon offense.
D.Paulson and first team all Pac-10 academic selection. Dustin Haynes was the holder on that last play, one of the probably the fourth string quarterback at this point. Very short kick. Cats going to come up on it. They will grab it at the 15. Still on his feet and then down at the 15. Just a little woozy. Daniel Jenkins thought he maybe get another go at it, but
he got popped, spun him around. Didn't know where he was going.
Give him credit for not going down on the first one.
Yeah.
4 plays, 135. That's more like the Oregon offense. Now listen to this crowd trying to help the defense get off the field. Arizona with a really good first opening drive of the game. 16 plays to score. With play action, trying to get a home run ball. Wide open down there and caught. It's going to be a touchdown. 85 yards, the easiest touchdown maybe in the history of Autzen Stadium.
Broken coverage.
I don't know if he slipped or what happened.
It was just a two-man route. And Kreiner just ran a go route. Cliff Harris on the coverage and play action, just throw the deep ball.
Maybe we can go back, guys, in the truck and see whether or not he slipped or bit on something on a wide look. Maybe he slipped or something, and that turns into a easy touchdown in one play. Well, here we go.
I know John Neal, the defensive back coach for Oregon, is not happy with that. You can't give people something. And
we'll see it on the upper left here. See if Harris kind of, well, no.
And Harris started to go back with him, and he just stopped. I'm not sure if Cliff Harris thought he was in a different coverage, in a short coverage, covering the flat area, and let the receiver go. Thought his safety was going to be over the top. Looked like everybody else was in man coverage.
Reiner was already trying to hand the ball to the official before he was even in the end zone.
That was easy. That was like at practice, warm-up drills.
That wasn't what I was talking about as far as getting the defense off the field.
No, well, Arizona, they live by the explosion play. They live by the big play. And right there, you can't give them that type of big play. That was given to Arizona. Arizona didn't have to earn that play because the guy didn't have to go up and make a play. Defensive backs not covering who you're supposed to.
Duck football presented in HD by Ron Tonkin. Ron Tonkin, family of dealerships for the love of cars. There's Foles. They'll kick it this time to Huff. He takes it at the 12-yard line. Huff tries to break through the middle and does. Out across the 45 to the 47.
Nice return by Josh Huff. Hard to believe he's a true freshman. I mean, he's built like a senior. A lot of playing experience as a freshman. He do a lot of things. Good receiver, good blocker, good running back.
Well, see if the Ducks can strike back here. 242. He's got 24 touchdowns this year. Foles, that was his 14th. Foles is actually last in the league in touchdown passes because of their red zone situation is so tough. Here's L.James. Nothing there on first down. Arizona's doing a good job at the line of scrimmage, aren't they?
Well, Arizona, I think they came into this ball game. I know they came into this ball game saying, we're going to stop 21. We're going to let D.Thomas throw the football. We believe in our corners and our safeties can make plays on the back end, but 21 can't get loose on us.
Second down and 8. Little option play here. Thomas pitches it. Trying to make a move all the way across the field. Huff, I think, has the first down. The longest first down run. Now you got him running around a little bit. This is when you get the pace going.
Well, yeah, and this is a great job by Josh Huff, making people miss and watch him. Explosive.
Got to protect the ball at the end there. First and 10 at the 42-yard line now. Ducks trying to respond. Ducks, I don't know if they've touched Nick Foles yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
Give it to L.James. His blocking's out there. L.James gets flipped after a gain of about 7.
It looks like Arizona is trying to take away the middle, but giving up some outside running lanes, and that's what Oregon's hurting them right now on the outside, on the edges of Arizona's defense.
Second down and 3.
J.Maehl's been quiet tonight so far.
Yeah, anything on the outside, they've been pretty successful. Try one up the middle. They'll try moving the pile. I think they'll have the first down.
Yeah. Good job by the offensive line. Holmes, Kaiser. Big boys up front, moving the trenches, moving the line of scrimmage.
Ducks quick on the ball, but they're seeing what Arizona's doing defensively, and then they'll get the play in. First and 10 at the 31. L.James again trying to get outside. Finds a hole. L.James inside the 20.
Oregon's having success running towards that outside area and the C-gap area. It's right outside the tight end, inside the tight end. Nice job by L.James cutting inside. Great blocking downfield by Paulson. And then again, Michael trying to punish the defender.
Again, quick on the ball with double tight ends this time. Now they'll get the play. It's going to be a big number with the kind of big plays that there have been in this game so far. They'll try to bring some pressure. Here's L.James. About 4. The other book against Oregon is inside the 20. Just send everybody.
Yeah.
Ducks again quick on it. Here's J.Maehl. Takes a big hit and goes straight down, which you hardly ever see. And that's the end of the quarter. Ducks on the 10-yard line. On third down, coming up, trailing it by 7.
Mr. Nell, your father's waiting for you at the TV studio. Shoot.
Where's Shannon?
Here I am, Dad. Sorry, I'm running a little late. See this year's Civil War commercial at CivilWarBet.com. Wow!
You're so good!
But what if you don't feel good? And you don't have a doctor? The Oregon Medical Group referral line makes it easy. One number, over 100 physicians, and 16 neighborhood clinics. We're usually right next door. When you're ready to feel good again and need a neighborhood doctor, call Oregon Medical Group at 541-242-4444.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Carl's Jr. It's a Philly cheesesteak on a burger. The Philly cheesesteak burger at Carl's Jr. By Oregon Community Credit Union. Nice, remarkably nice. By Pepsi. Brought to you by Pepsi-Cola Bottling of Eugene. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. And by State Farm Insurance. Proud to be your Oregon sponsor. Well, a very interesting third down call coming up here on third, and it's a long 2 or a short 3, depending on how you want to score it.
Well, I think you go back to what's been working is getting to the outside, using some space. Right now the ball's on the left hash, so you have some space and there's some room to run to the field using the speed of J.James, K.Barner, or J.Huff.
Not to mention the speed of D.Thomas.
Yes, as well.
Warmed up here in Eugene. Had a little burst of snow on Tuesday. Not a whole lot, just enough to cover the ground and give the guys from Southern California a chance to see it for the first time ever.
Get kids out of school, I think.
Yeah, yeah. There was. Well, what happened? It rained so hard all day long. There was this sheet of ice underneath this half-inch of snow, and pretty treacherous. Warmed up to a more seasonable November post-Thanksgiving Day. Third down and 2. Looks like Barner is in the backfield. Kenyon will have it, and I don't think he's got the first down. Didn't expect that.
No, I mean, again, you're looking at what's been working, and a lot of the plays to the outside have been working. It's hard to second guess, but use the speed of K.Barner on the outside. To win championships, you got to pick up these 4th and 1s.
You wonder if Michael's okay. 4th and 1. Big play here. They'll give it to him again. He's got the first down. Well, that's a gutty call. But we've come to expect it.
Well, yeah, you're right. Then K.Barner wasn't going to be denied. Nice little fake inside and out, moving his feet, picking up the first down.
Michael got hit pretty hard on that last play. Thomas gonna hold on to it, throws it towards the back of the end zone, caught for the touchdown. J.Maehl.
Well, that's Oregon's favorite play. They love to do that, roll to one side and bring J.Maehl across the field, and he finds the back of the end zone so well, Joe. I mean, this guy has become a great receiver for Oregon, and there's a fake inside, and then there's Thomas on the edge, and J.Maehl running the back of the end zone, getting behind the linebackers.
How about that throw?
Yeah.
The patience on that throw. And Thomas has 2 touchdown passes. To attempt the extra point. It's up and good. So we are tied at 14.
Hey man, how's my truck doing?
Good. They're just changing the oil. We're in. Here we go.
Come on, y'all!
I'm gonna go check on the fellas.
You guys almost done?
It's gonna take a while. You're leaking diesel fuel.
It's not a diesel engine.
Yeah, that's why it's so bad.
It's the sure sign of a good time. The just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
That Pledge under your sink isn't just a great way to clean wood. Pledge is also gentle on leather, safe on stainless. Mr. Spot, great for shining motorcycles. Wood, come on, it's Pledge. Car seats and dashboards, hey there. Cleans laminate furniture or whatever that was, even granite. Today, Pledge shines a whole lot more than just end tables. It's your Pledge now.
SC Johnson, a family company.
You get the letter too? Oh, yeah. Verizon Fios is giving us away, passing us off. I don't even know who they stuck us with. That's no way to treat people.
Xfinity's here to stay. Plus, they have almost 20,000 on-demand choices and lightning-fast internet.
Done. And done.
I got your back, guys. Group hug?
Shaq's got your back.
Don't settle for less with Frontier. Xfinity is here to stay. Call now to learn more.
Thank you so much.
Here's that touchdown. Look how patient D.Thomas is here.
And again, J.Maehl finding that spot, finding that hole. D.Thomas knowing that J.Maehl is going to trust J.Maehl is going to be in that spot and keeping his feet in bounds. And I said just before that play, Jeff was quiet. Not anymore.
Carl's Jr. $6 burger scoring drive. 10 plays for J.Maehl. His 9th straight game with a touchdown. 12 touchdowns this year and 24th career touchdown. All school records for J.Maehl. Rob Beard to kick off. This one a little more gusto taken at the 5.
Great kickoff coverage, and that's huge. Talk about field position. Nice job by the kickoff coverage, getting down there, not allowing the kickoff return team to get past the 20-yard line.
The final Tailgate Tuesday from the cooler right down the street here is coming up on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Chip Kelly will be there. Food, prizes. Be a great time to go down and hang out with the coach and the Jerry Allen. The Cooler's Tailgate Tuesday. They do a great job at the Cooler. All sports, all the time. Foles goes to a secondary receiver, and right now it looks like a zone defense. Anthony, what are you seeing?
Well, I see a lot of zone underneath, and Nick Foles, you're going to have time because the offensive line for Arizona is doing a great job of keeping Oregon's defense from Nick. I mean, Nick's just standing back there looking at his first option, second option. I think that was his third option, and guys, the receivers for Arizona just sitting in pockets, open space, waiting for the football.
He's got 141 yards through the air, a little reminiscent of what Arizona State did when they had more than 600 yards of total offense. Ducks played a lot of zone that night. Now they'll try to run the ball. Not a whole lot there.
Surprised he didn't get a flag on that one.
One of the Arizona offensive linemen
pushed. Extra stuff going on after the play.
Colin Baxter was mad about something.
You got to be like a movie star. You get pushed, you got to go down hard.
2nd down, 7. Split backs for Arizona. Also rush 4. Foles to the outside again. Caught and another first down. So whatever they're doing is pretty darn efficient right now.
Well, Nick Foles is finding the right receiver. That's what's going on. I mean, a lot of times you'll see plays and the quarterback just can't find the right receiver, making poor decisions. He's finding the right guy, knowing where to throw the football and making that connection. Right here, again, looking down the middle of the field, maybe holding the safety off for a little bit and then throwing the ball outside.
I think that long play to Kreiner maybe It made Oregon think a little bit more about playing man.
Well, you know, I think they need to play man. I mean, you don't want to have those receivers sitting in pockets, but it's tough to hold a guy for 5 seconds.
Antolin into the line. Trying to run enough to keep him honest. A couple yards. Ducks haven't really brought any pressure at all yet.
Well, yeah, the biggest thing is trying to find a way to get at Nick Foles. Now, remember back in the Stanford game, the first half, Andrew Luck had all kinds of time to throw the football, and then the second half, that changed. So we don't know what Nick Aliotti has up his sleeve for the second half, but right now he's playing a four-man rush. 4 guys getting after the quarterback with no linebackers blitzing.
Ducks will bring 5 this time. No pressure. Thrown and incomplete as Harris goes over the top. Incomplete. Arizona wanted a interference call.
Well, it was a great play by the defensive line getting to Nick Foles, and then, you know, they could have called that either way, but nice job by Cliff Harris over the top, making a play.
Here's that 3rd down again, where they've been so good so far tonight. At the 45. Ducks look like they're coming this time. Lots of action coming at Foles. He throws it underneath. First down, Arizona. And more. Can't stop him.
Well, on that one again, Oregon beat themselves because Terrence Miller was running wide open. No one had him. Obviously, it was a blitz coverage, meaning man-to-man on the back end. And number 87 is running wide open. They're playing kind of a somewhat zone. Thomas Jackson, the corner up top, didn't come off soon enough to make the play.
Another 3rd down conversion, 5 of 6, which is misleading because they got it on 4th on the one they didn't get. 1st and 10 for Arizona at the 29. A little pressure coming this time, and the ball gets tipped.
It's funny, we just talked about the pressure getting to Nick Foles. Oregon's now sending some more pressure. The ball's coming out a little quicker. I know Nick feels the pressure standing in that pocket from the guys all around him. The ball's coming out a little sooner, but at the same time, the back end, they need to show up a little bit. They need to figure out who they're covering, if there's a zone, not zone, make some plays on the back end.
Foles has 189 yards passing already. And some pressure again. They throw a little screen, but it's incomplete. They have 9 carries for 16 yards. They can't run it, but they have 189 passing.
And they're going to keep throwing the football until Oregon stops them.
Try to spread them out with 3 receivers down here to the near side. Ducks giving a lot of cushion on 3rd and 10. Foles over the middle. Intercepted by Boyett at the 10.
Joe, we talked about playmakers making plays, and we listed a bunch of guys going out there making plays. On the defense was Casey Matthews and J.Boyett. Right now, Nick Foles is eyeballing the receiver, and J.Boyett makes a break on the ball. Now, that ball might have been overthrown, but nice job by Boyett making a play.
Tied at 14. Both teams have thrown a pick.
You told us what you wanted when shopping for a car online. So to show you what we did, here's our father and son web team.
I'm Tim, and this is my dad. You told us you wanted to buy a car online from a real live person right now.
And so now you can. Get real-time answers from real live salespeople. Check prices, get your questions answered, or book a test drive. Online in real time right now. Live answers, live price, live person. BeavertonToyota.com.
Breakfast.
Again. Thanks, honey.
Love you.
Jerry, breakfast.
The simple joy of getting what you really want. the one and only Egg McMuffin. An eye-opening McCafe latte made just for you at McDonald's.
Trailblazers coverage. Don't miss Talkin' Ball after every game on Comcast Sportsnet, featuring Ian Furness, Dwight James, and a special guest for every show. Past Blazers, former NBA and college stars. You just never know who might show up. Make sure to catch Talkin' Ball, presented by the new Ram Outdoorsman, after every Blazers game on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tied at 14. With 11:08 here in the second quarter. J.Boyett with his 4th interception of the year. And right at the 10-yard line, and that's where Oregon will take over here, tied at 14. Thomas, good play action. Throws it downfield, and Huff slides about 20 yards.
Sometimes you look at those plays for D.Thomas, it looked like he can run the ball a little bit. He wants to throw the football. Sometimes quarterbacks tend to run too much and not throw the ball. And D.Thomas is smart to throw the football. But there's some space right there to pick up a few yards on the run.
2nd down 10. We'll give it up the middle for just a couple yards. That will be 3rd. Ducks have had success running the football so far. They've got, well, Michael's already got 72 yards. 91 on the ground for Oregon here in the first half. Most of those yards have come on the outside.
Yeah.
There's a big 3rd and 7 coming up. Plenty of time, little play, hit from behind, and not going to get there. Almost. I mean, just missed.
That was a great job by Brooks Reed, number 42, the defensive end for Arizona, coming back, and LaMichael made a good job of getting out. They had to play. Ricky Elmore had to play, and there goes LaMichael, but Brooks Reed folding back, making the play.
It's a big 3-and-out stop for Arizona. Big. Now Jackson Rice will punt it standing at his own 3-yard line. And he gets snapped over his head for a safety. An uncharacteristic mistake for Oregon. And Arizona has the lead, and they'll get the ball back.
You can't make those mistakes. You can't beat yourself, and that's just giving a tough football team some points. That's not even close to being catchable. So it's an uphill battle. You got to fight. You got to battle and claw. And at the end of the season, that's the type of games you play in.
You know, the ball's wet. Drew Howell just airmailed that one. Don't forget, every Monday night you can relive all the action on Oregon football with Chip Kelly. 8 o'clock on Comcast Sportsnet. Sure, Mike Jorgensen and I sit down with the head coach and go through the game with him. On Comcast Sportsnet, your home for Ducks football. Game on. That's a big play right there. They were going to get the ball back anyway, but now you give them a free 2.
It's those mental mistakes that you can't beat yourself in these tough football games. You can do that against maybe a Portland State, but you can't do it against an Arizona team.
Turner is deep, standing at his 12, and Rob Beard will kick it off. Has to get a leg into it. Come down at the 10, bobbled there. And down at the 21, it turned out about as good as it possibly could have as Avery Patterson makes a nice play.
That's a lot of speed from Avery Patterson, defensive back, coming off that edge, making that tackle, shoestring tackle. Great job right here. Call that sweeping the ankles.
It's a big play from a field position standpoint.
Yes, it is.
The Ducks got an interception on the last possession, but they have yet to force Arizona to punt. See if they can get the ball back in good field position here. In play action, and there's a whistle. Kreiner was on his way again.
False start, number 57 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
On that last play, Joe, luckily they stopped the whistle because Kreiner was going to go one-on-one with the safety, J.Boyett. Looked like another play-action deep pass, and I don't know if you want your safety playing one-on-one coverage with the John Kreiner coming down the field at you.
It's the third false start on Arizona. The crowd maybe having some say. 1st and 15. How about that? They were going for the home run ball again. This one's short, and Grigsby takes a hit from Casey Matthews.
Casey Matthews is trying to match his brother, Clay Matthews, in the NFL for the Green Bay Packers. Clay Matthews will probably be the MVP of the league, and Casey's doing the same thing, making plays when the ball's thrown his way, making tackles, making big hits.
Arizona makes a late substitution. 2nd down, 13. The shovel pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 13.
That's a great job by Brandon Bear and those guys up front, creating havoc. And Antolin was trying to get that ball on the shuttle pass and just got tripped up. Big play right here for the defense of the Ducks. Get off the field. Get your offense back on the field.
Everybody's up on their feet. A little pressure coming. They throw down the field, and I think he was out of bounds and came back in.
Yeah, he was.
Arizona's trying to argue that he was pushed out of bounds.
He ran out of bounds.
Now they're talking about it, too. And they say incomplete. Always makes you nervous when they start talking about it.
Well, you can see right here, he's running out of bounds. He's way out of bounds. It's not even close, and Arizona's coaches were saying that he got pushed out of bounds. But
well, not to mention, even if you could come back in, if you get pushed out, you come back in, he still caught the ball out of bounds.
Exactly right.
So it wouldn't have mattered. So Arizona's going to punt after the safety. They go quick to the ball. Oregon has to line up. Sometimes they run that running punt. This time they'll just punt it, and it's Cliff Harris. Harris coming up on it. Fumbles it. Great play to get on it.
Cliff Harris.
Scott
Living guy by the sword.
And Scott Grady gets on it. Wow. See, a little higher than he thought, huh?
So why'd you leave your job at Carl's Jr.?
It was way too much work.
More work than this?
Yeah, like these chicken tenders. They make you hand bread and prepare them fresh. Why don't they just get pre-cooked ones like everyone else?
What is this, the olden days?
No, it's not.
That phone is so annoying.
Introducing hand-breaded chicken tenders. New at Carl's Jr. Because there's nothing fresh about pre-cooked chicken.
This Christmas, Weimart and 7-Up are your party central. Enjoy great savings on the light and refreshing taste of 7-Up and assorted flavors. They're the perfect drinks at every party this season. Weimart has the perfect recipe for a great party. Take 1 part 7-Up, a healthy dose of snacks, a splash of your favorite mixer, and just add your friends. Weimart is your headquarters for party shopping with great values on plates, cups, and decorations too. Weimart and 7-Up are your party central. We're just right for a Christmas full of savings.
A man known in NBA circles as the Enforcer, Maurice Lucas touched the hearts and lives of those he came in contact with. Comcast Sportsnet will take a look at the life of Maurice Lucas as seen through the eyes of his family and closest friends, followed by a special edition of One-on-One with Maurice Lucas. Remembering Luke, Tuesday at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Arizona 16, Oregon 14 with 8:57 to go here in the second quarter. Get some free t-shirts to the crowd. Another look at this, Anthony. He just misjudged it.
Well, he was running hard into the ball, and you got to be careful. And he jumped too soon and thought maybe he was going to get hit. Great heads-up play by Scott Grady, number 28 from Tigard High School, picking up the ball and maybe trying to get some extra yards.
Boy, that's a good play. I mean, they're moving at full speed. And the ball's moving too.
Yeah.
To make that play. Pacific Source Health Plans, our newest partner of the Civil War Series. Thanks to all the great folks at Pacific Source. Ducks with the ball at the 41. Run the option. Huff. Flag is down, I think, and Thomas is up limping. No flag. It must have been a towel, somebody's towel. I'm not sure if Darren just twisted his ankle there. Doesn't look too serious.
I think everybody hold their breath when Darren Thomas will start limping around.
2nd down and 2. Now they'll get set. Ducks seem to be doing that more and more as the season goes along. There are times in the games where they'll just go ahead and run the pace. Other times they want to make sure to get the play. There's James. And see what they give him forward progress. I think he's very close to the 1st down. They actually didn't mark his forward progress. They marked, well, they do, but they marked him short of the 1st down.
And on that last play, Joe, you see the defender jumping on Thomas's leg. Luckily, he didn't get that injured.
I thought J.Maehl got a terrible spot on that play. I thought he looked like he had the 1st down and got pushed back. And they marked him short. Here comes everybody. And he is down behind. They're going to punt. And if you go back to that play on 2nd down, and now a flag comes out, and it might be on Arizona for a little excessive celebration. It is going to be on Arizona, so they're going to, it's a little bit of justice off the bad spot, to be honest with you. Yeah. Let's see.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, number 12 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
I know Mike Stoops, if you watch him on the sideline, he is not happy with that. Not happy with the officials or his player as well.
He's going to let the official have it.
Adam Hall, number 12, the reserve safety, he's the one, and Mike Stoops is.
Ducks quick on the ball. Stoops still yelling. Ducks with the 1st down at the 38. They wanted 15 more from the head coach. Boy, Arizona knew the play, too, on that 3rd down play. Everybody was coming. Play action. Thomas throws it. Caught by Paulson. He will have forward progress to the 32-yard line. Let's see what happened on this personal foul call.
Again, it was Adam Hall, number 12, and D.Paulson are tied in. A little pushing and shoving, and then the play's over, and then he's swinging.
Little shovel pass on the inside. J.Maehl takes a big hit. Flag comes down. They're going to call it lead with the head, I think.
Sure are. Yeah, that's helmet to helmet right there.
So J.Maehl, is he okay? He lost the football.
That's helmet to helmet right there.
Big, you can hear that thing up here. Arizona has the ball, but there's a flag on the play, I believe, right? There's an official standing right by the flag.
There was helmet to helmet.
J.Maehl's down. J.Maehl took one straight in the head, and he is in pain.
You see J.Maehl duck his head right there, and then here comes helmet to helmet.
Personal foul, number 12 on the defense. Unnecessary roughness,
so back
illegal
to back.
helmet contact. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
And J.Maehl, if he doesn't have a concussion, it'll be a miracle. He's a tough guy, no question. But they're still looking at him, and he was in a lot of pain, too. He's sitting up.
Now, I'm not That might be a shoulder also as well.
You know, the other thing is his right knee might have been down too. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Mike Stoops just all over the officials, and the fans just dying for him to get a penalty. J.Maehl gets up. Well, the field judge and the line judge in this game have maybe the most patience of any officials I've ever seen. Also the 15-yard line. That's what the fans are booing about right there.
Well, Mike Stoops, I tell you what, it would have been nice to watch him as a football player. Played at Iowa, defensive back. Fiery type guy.
You know, I like how fiery he is. And Chip Kelly talked, he likes Mike Stoops a lot. The only problem is the rule says you have to stay on the sideline. When are they going to give him a warning? It's absolutely ridiculous. Why have the rule?
Yeah.
If you're not going to have the rule, fine, let him go out there and run around. If you're going to have a rule, then warn him. It's unbelievable. Why have the rule? Still out on the field.
Well, he has to be careful here. He don't want to get a 15-yarder on him. It's going to hurt the team even more.
Now the entire Arizona team is going to gather on the 20-yard line. The entire team. Now the fans going to let them have it. Look at this show of unity and spirit.
Well, how you put that to rest, you score a touchdown. Old coach told me once, all that ranting and raving, all that talking. We did that before a game one time, and we got beat 50-0. So no need to yell about it and scream and jump up and down.
Everybody up. So we'll see about J.Maehl. K.Barner is the running back. 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll give it to Barner for a yard or two. Arizona's so fired up.
Yeah.
Maybe misdirection or something, huh?
Well, they are fired up. The defense is, you know, they're upset because they're making plays. They're hitting people out there and they're getting flagged for it. But you can't leave with your head. That's the rule.
2nd down and 9. They've done a good job on 1st down. Thomas going to throw this one, or is he going to run? He'll go out of bounds at the 9. Sets up a big 3rd down.
That's what we were talking about earlier. There's time for him to run the football, and that time he made the right decision to run the football and get some positive yards on that.
6:21 to go in the half. Ducks trail it by 2. Roll out there again. Puts one move, and then we'll see. We'll see where they spot it.
Give him the 1st down. Great individual effort by number 1, DT, D.Thomas, knowing where that 1st down marker is.
1st and goal. At the 5, just inside the 5. Arizona's bringing everybody on this play. Now he'll change it up. Maybe they're going to try something to Paulson. Oregon fumbles the ball, and Arizona has it. You knew they were bringing everybody.
And they are. They're loading the box. Arizona's saying that you're not going to run the ball in the middle of the field. Between the guards, you're not running the football, and they put the linebackers, the D linemen, and they shoot the gaps, and they're pinching inside. It's a nice job by, that was Elmore.
I still didn't see it come out.
Now here's where the defense for the Ducks need to stand up and make some plays here. on the other side.
Second turnover of the game. I think the crowd, like me, just stunned that Oregon fumbled the football on that play. They've been really good in the red zone. D.Thomas even changed the play.
Yeah.
Second down and 4. Matt Scott in the game now for Arizona. He was the backup and a little faster. Or is it Foles? No, it's still Foles. It's still Foles. Just going to talk about Matt Scott. He was in the lineup when Foles got hurt at Arizona State. He runs more of an option, you know, can run the spread, very fast. And they've talked about him being in the game here today. Yet to see him. I was mistaken.
He's a guy that can get outside the edge and throws a nice football on the run.
First down for Arizona, under 4:50 here in the first half. Foles, plenty of time. Now he's looking and throwing. Incomplete. And there's a flag. Well, I guess it works. You work on that official enough on the sideline.
We have to see that, but Eddie Pleasant looked like he had good coverage on that. They were diving for the football.
That's just a terrible. That's an absolutely terrible call.
That's not a good call right there. Not at all. Both players were diving for the football.
You wonder what he saw.
Exactly right.
What did he see that the other two officials didn't that were in the area? First and 10 for Arizona at the 33. They lead it by 2. Foles going down the field has a man complete into Oregon territory. Ducks have had a lot of stuff go wrong here in the first half, Anthony. A lot.
The explosion plays for Arizona. Arizona's offense, the receivers, Nick Foles is just tearing up the Oregon secondary with the big play, big passing play. Receivers running wide open.
Got 222 yards already with 4:23 to go in the first half.
And it's still only 14 to 16. You think they'd have more, Arizona, more points on the board.
Pressure coming. Foles. Oh! It was right in his hands. I think it was Michael Clay.
Missed opportunity. You've got to make those plays. Great pressure right there on the outside.
No, it was Deion Jordan.
Deion Jordan, ex-tight end. Bring out those tight end skills. Catch that football. I think it was surprised a little bit. See the fans frustrated.
Second down and 10. Foles again, a lot of time. Goes down underneath to Grigsby, who makes the move and comes close to the first down.
Foles is doing a good job of really buying himself time. He's not a big runner, but he's just kind of scooting around in the pocket there, buying time for receivers to get open. Goes to his outlet. Nice job.
That happened in the Cal game last week where Talmadge allowed the player to the sideline rather than force him back in where all the help is coming from. 5 of 8 on third down. This is third and very short. They're going to sneak it and get it. Have a first down at the 25. The #1 team in the country is getting everything they want here today. We'll have our AT&T halftime report. Stats, highlights, and our scoreboard coming up for you. The AT&T halftime report. First down at the Oregon 25. They'll run it to Grigsby, and he'll have it across the 20 to the 18.
One of his better runs all night. Looked like he's in pain, struggling a little bit, limping off the field. That was a nice run in between the tackles for positive yards.
Ducks were down by 7 at halftime to Stanford earlier this year. Remember, Arizona gets the ball first in the second half. Lots of movement. Fulls. Lots of flags. And I think they're going to call Oregon for being offsides.
Brandon Bear was in the backfield. Those long arms, and there he goes.
Ducks are first in the league in penalties. Most penalties in the league. And we'll see what the call is.
Holding number 57 on the offense. No penalties will offset. Replay the down.
It's really kind of a weird penalty because they don't hold him if he's not offside, right?
Right. Now, did Arizona call a timeout? Why are the coaches on the field if they didn't call a timeout?
Yeah. They've got the fans' attention on that for sure.
And they got everybody to the sideline, a lot of players to the sideline, so who's in the game?
More of a steady rain now. Arizona with a 2-point lead, looking for more. Generally been able to move the ball as much as they wanted. Hand it off to Grigsby, and he is very close to the first down. Down to 2 minutes in the half. And Arizona's just pounding away. They'll try to make this the final possession of the half. Try to get to a lead at halftime, whether it's a big lead, 23 to 14, or something less than that. We'll soon find out.
Well, turnover was big for Oregon down there, losing the football, scoring position. And then Arizona has a chance to get points on the board and get the ball back in the second half.
7 down there and then 2 down on this end on the safety. So 9-point differential based on just those 2 mistakes. Here's Antolin. He's working hard inside the 5. That's a first down.
Antolin is a small running back, but he's very strong legs, powerful runner in between the tackles. You think he's a guy that can get outside. He wants to run where the big boys are.
Certainly the Oregon offense can score fast, Anthony, but this one has the feel because of how Arizona's moving the ball that they have to they got to pull the 3 here, it feels like. 1:25, Oregon still has 2 timeouts. They might start using them. Grigsby, nothing, and we'll see whether Oregon wants to use their timeouts or not. With 1:13, they still have 2 left. Chip Kelly looks content not to use those timeouts. Can't get a first down here, so.
Well, there's pressure on Arizona here to score a touchdown and not keep their field going. Also play with that clock. You got to get something out of this drive. I think they're going to be safe and maybe running the football. They don't want to throw an interception.
They're just going to let this go down to about 1 and then call timeout. They still have 2 left as well. Kind of uncharacteristic, you know, Oregon this season in these kinds of situations is use timeouts to try to get the ball back. At least they would have a brief opportunity. Remember, against USC, they threw out of their own end zone with just 23 seconds to go in the half. Well, there's some basketball tomorrow. The defending national champions coming back. Ducks versus Duke. Tomorrow at the Rose Garden. See their numbers. The brothers Singler, the entire city of Medford, making the trip to Portland tomorrow. The 2007 and 2009 State Players of the Year going head-to-head. Duke and the Ducks at the Rose Garden tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Always the younger one, the sophomore, E.J., trying to get the better of his older brother. I don't think the older brother's going to let that happen.
Arizona's taken it to Oregon. They've also been pretty fortunate. Trying to cash in again here with 33 seconds to go. Still with a timeout. Play action. Foles is going to go down, and they'll have to use that timeout now.
They wanted, and Foles wanted Kreiner, and they doubled Kreiner on the outside with Thomas Jackson and J.Boyett.
I don't understand the timeout situation. Now he uses it. You know, I mean, now there's, 12 seconds. So if you do have a situation where you get sacked or something, you don't get into the end zone, then the half's over.
It's a nice job by, again, that was a coverage sack because Foles wanted to throw that ball to Kreiner. Nowhere to throw that football.
They could have called a timeout with about 24. They waited and called it with 12. So they'll have 2 plays to get it into the end zone, or 1 and then a field goal attempt. We'll see what they try to do. That was a big sack.
Well, this will be a huge stand right here if Oregon can keep Arizona out of the end zone as far as touchdowns. I still go back to that turnover, Joe, back there with Oregon was driving and had a chance to make some plays. And the thing about it, J.Maehl out of the game, but K.Barner is in the game. And do you wonder, those two haven't had a whole lot of connections, work together because of Kenyon's been out and J.Maehl's been taking most of the snaps. And
well, they really load the box. There was no chance to play to work, with the defense Arizona was coming after him. I thought we were going to maybe see some play action. 3rd down and 12.
They got to go for the end zone here, take a shot.
A sack could end the half. Foles up into the corner, and it's incomplete. And Arizona's going to have to attempt a field goal here.
That's a big stand for the Oregon defense. Keep them from 7 points, just 3 points. It's a nice job. You bend, but you don't break.
7 seconds to go here in the half. Zendejas in to kick the field goal. Alex has been not as good lately. This is just a little bit further extra point, straight ahead. Ducks will use a timeout. Zendejas' kick would have been good. So we'll have to go back and do it again. Last week, Tavecchio missed one about this distance, but it was on the far left hash. It wasn't a straight ahead shot.
Zendejas is a very good kicker. It runs in the blood in the family. His uncles and cousins and everybody else have played in the NFL and different colleges for the Zendejas family.
They are to kicking in Arizona what the Stoudemire family is to basketball in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
There's always another one coming.
There's always a young one coming up the ranks. There's probably one right now in 9th grade booting the ball for a high school team as a freshman.
29-yard attempt for Zendejas. We'll use another timeout, it looks like. It's 10-13 on the year.
Unlike last week, Joe, you were talking about the ball is in the middle of the field, so it's a little easier to kick. Last week, the ball was on the hash. And it's tough for a kicker to kick that ball when it's on the hash. This is a little bit different. Straight ahead shot right here.
Unless Oregon blocks it and returns it for a touchdown, they're going to go in to halftime behind, but have missed two big opportunities. First, an interception on the opening drive, and then a fumble on the 5-yard line, plus the snap over the end zone or out of the end zone. Rain coming down a little harder here for Zendejas, right in the middle of the field, 29-yard attempt. And it's right through, and they'll have to kick it off here with 4 seconds to go.
There's a little taunt right there. Zendejas taunting at the Oregon sideline. But players are going to think about that during halftime. You can't give teams motivation. You got to be careful of that.
Chip Kelly saying, how about a 15-yard penalty for the taunting?
Yeah.
Odds and images from today. Brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Wasn't raining earlier. Fans started to come in. The rain started to fall. Now we're under a pretty, gosh, I'd call it a heavy drizzle, Anthony. It's not like big drops.
No.
But
it's a big mist.
Definitely a mist, kind of like you see at the coast. Arizona leads at 19-14. Oregon trying to keep their national championship hopes alive. Here you see the...
He's talking to the Oregon sideline. Got to be careful when you do that. You're providing some energy for that Oregon sideline.
And just swim it down here. Barner trying to make a play on it. And he gets hit and down, and that's the end of the half. And Arizona with the lead as they sprint to the sideline with their energetic head coach. Ducks have not been able to stop Nick Foles. 231 yards passing in the first half. Halftime coming up.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
You told us what you wanted when shopping for a car online. So to show you what we did, here's our father and son web team.
I'm Tim, and this is my dad. You told us you wanted to buy a car online from a real live person right now.
And so now you can. Get real-time answers from real live salespeople. Check prices, get your questions answered, or book a test drive. Online in real time right now. Live answers, live price, live person. BeavertonToyota.com.
33 hours of Civil War kicks off next Friday with the Civil War Special. Classic Civil War matchups from 2004, 2008, and 2009. And a 1-hour special Talkin' Ball dedicated to talking nothing but the Civil War. Saturday is a 3-hour Civil War game day live from Reser Stadium, followed by Countdown to Kickoff pregame show. After the game, come back to Comcast Sportsnet for live postgame coverage. It all gets started next Friday on Comcast Sportsnet.
In Madrid is about getting noticed. And with fall boots starting at $24.99, wherever you are, make your fashion statements bold. Save now, feel good, pay less.
Ooh! How you like that?
Eyes on the screen, Dad.
Does that look like it hurt?
Keep talking.
Ooh! What? It's just luck.
No, that's payback.
Hey, I get the next one, you buy my next tank of gas.
Okay. I get the next one, you buy my next bag of weed. Ooh, see that?
It's time to be a parent again. Know what to do next. Visit drugfree.org.
Welcome back, everyone. It's our AT&T Halftime Report brought to you by AT&T. AT&T, rethink possible. Well, Arizona leads it here 19-14. And here's a look at our Bi-Mart scoreboard report brought to you by Bi-Mart. See around the country what happened today. Auburn, that great come-from-behind win over Alabama. That's what championship teams do. Now Oregon's going to have to do the same thing, Anthony.
Yes, they are. I mean, it's 4 quarters of football. There's a lot of football left. 2 quarters to play. Time to stop making those mistakes.
Nebraska, big win here today as well. And Arizona State, a big win over UCLA in the Pac-10. Oregon State is at Stanford tomorrow. More to come after this.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online. Pepsi Max, please.
Good song.
Great song.
So, Pepsi Max has 0 calories, huh?
Yep.
Taste.
So why'd you leave your job at Carl's Jr.?
It was way too much work.
More work than this?
Yeah, like these chicken tenders. They make you hand bread and prepare them fresh. Why don't they just get pre-cooked ones like everyone else?
What is this, the olden days?
No, it's not.
That phone is so annoying.
Introducing hand-breaded chicken tenders, new at Carl's Jr. Because there's nothing fresh about pre-cooked chicken.
Comcast Sportsnet, home of the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers Courtside will bring you the most in-depth Trailblazers coverage around.
Rip City Live, a Blazer pregame show before every home game.
Rip City, baby.
Talking ball, a round-table discussion after every Blazers game.
Catch all 60 games in HD.
LaMarcus right side jams.
Comcast Sportsnet, home of the Portland Trailblazers. Game on.
Welcome back, everyone. 19-14 here at halftime. Oregon and the Arizona Wildcats. Anthony, Arizona been able to throw the ball. L.James, that's in question. And one big turnover. Well, really two. One on the safety and then the Oregon turnover on the 5. That's the difference.
Arizona's defense is stopping the running game, and Nick Foles has all day to throw the football. Even though they're blitzing, he's finding receivers running wide open.
Been very good on 3rd, 4th down as well. And that has helped them get the lead here. It's halftime. We'll be back with our halftime highlights and stats for you after this.
Wow! You're so good. Knew that you would be. You're so great. We knew that you would be. Live good, feel great. We've got you. Live good, feel great. We've got you. Wow!
Breakfast.
Again. Thanks, honey.
Love you.
Jerry, breakfast.
The simple joy of getting what you really want.
The one and only Egg McMuffin. An eye-opening McCafe latte made just for you at McDonald's.
Hey, Outdoor GPS fans, Bitsy Kelly is moving on, and Comcast Sportsnet is looking for a new co-host for Outdoor GPS. If you think that's you, if you love the outdoors, if you're as excited and passionate about the Northwest outdoors as I am, go to csnnw.com and apply today. Yes, that's right, csnnw.com. The application deadline is November 28th. I need a new partner around here. I'd love it to be you. Fish on.
19-14 here at halftime. Arizona has the lead, the number 21 team in the country. They've lost 2 in a row, but right now they've got Oregon down by 5. Let's take a look at our first half highlights, brought to you by Oregon Community Credit Union. Oregon Community Credit Union, nice, remarkably nice, and well, the first turnover of the game ended up to be a big one.
You have to protect the football, and Adam Hall made a nice break on the ball, and then Arizona comes back and scores a touchdown. John Kreiner. But then Oregon comes back and makes a big play, explosion plays. Paulson gets behind the defense.
That tied it up. Arizona, though, able to convert. And then on this play, either Harris slipped, fell down, or was on some other coverage. And Kreiner is able to walk it into the end zone. See, he wanted to hand it. Too bad the referee didn't take it from him early. Thomas comes back. Ducks get a touchdown to J.Maehl, his 9th touchdown in a row, in 9th of games in a row. And then inexplicable mistake there. I haven't seen anything close to that all season long. And then Oregon fumbling on the 5-yard line. And that turned out to be more like a 10-point swing, Anthony, because Arizona came down and kicked a field goal off that turnover. So Ducks did get 7. They picked up 3. Here's a look at the first half stats brought to you by Bud Light.
Well, turnovers, Joe. Oregon has to protect the football. And, Oregon had a chance to score some points, and they gave the ball up. And then, also special teams, and Cliff Harris almost lost the ball, taking a chance. You can't take a chance. You got to shore some things up, offense and defense.
274 yards for Arizona as well. So a gigantic second half for this football team coming up when we return.
There's still time to get big savings at Bi-Mart's 2-day sale happening now through Saturday. Enjoy the lowest price of the year on a Nintendo Wii with Sports Resort and Wii Motion Plus. It's just $178.88. Find Wrestler men's jeans in blue or black denim for just $6.99 a pair. Give the comfort of Chick women's jeans, they're only $7.99 a pair. Save over $50 on an LG Blu-ray player with full HD resolution. It's only $68.88. 2-day sale prices end Saturday at Bi-Mart. Just right for a Christmas full of savings.
I believe in the promise of America.
Yo creo en la promesa de América. That's why I became a citizen.
That's why I vote.
That's why I stand up to be counted.
I will get counted.
I will be counted.
I will be counted.
That's why I participate.
That's why I joined the NCLR's Action Network.
I want change for my community.
Change for my family.
Mi familia.
I want change for my country.
We can't depend on Congress to get it done.
Send a message to Washington.
Show them we have the courage they lack.
Sometimes things just come easy. Like that. And right now with Xfinity, saving money is easy. Switch to Xfinity Internet, only from Comcast. Now for $19.99 a month for 6 months. Experience lightning-fast speeds that let you stream movies, upload pictures, and download music in a flash. It's that easy. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 6 months. Hurry, an offer this beautiful won't last. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Tonight's game is brought to you by American Family Insurance. Visit amfam.com or call 1-800-MyAmFam today. By AT&T. AT&T, rethink possible. By Bi-Mart, just right for the Northwest. And by Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. 19-14, Arizona leads it here as we get ready to start the second half. The EA Sports simulation. We thought we'd put one on here at halftime to see how the simulation actually worked. So this has Michael James doing what he does. He had a nice long run to start the game. He did that a few times, but he didn't have a touchdown. J.Maehl had a touchdown.
Throwing the football, and there it goes, J.Maehl. Fighting the end zone like he always does.
One thing that is definitely off on our EA Sports simulation is pressure. Ducks have not been able to get to Nick Foles, and he has 231 yards passing in the first half. And that's a big reason that Arizona has a 19-14 lead. Also, Oregon with a fumble on the 5-yard line and a bad snap.
Well, Oregon has to find a way to get pressure, Joe, on Nick. He can't stand in the backfield and picking the defensive backs apart with all that time.
Take it back to the situational stuff. Stanford led by 7 at halftime. They, of course, led that game early 21 to 3 early, then 31 to 24 at halftime. In that game, Oregon had some momentum going into the halftime.
Yeah,
this
right.
one's not that.
No, this one's kind of dead for Oregon. But let's see if the defense comes out and makes some plays and try to find ways to get pressure on Nick Foles. The front four for Oregon, Brandon Bear, Zach Clark, they have to win the one-on-one battles, and that's not been happening right now. Off the line for Arizona's blocking very nicely up front.
Still a little drizzle falling here at Autzen. It hasn't been the awful downpour. It hasn't been the heavy rain. It's just kind of that Oregon mist, if you will. Of course, that's easy for us to say. We're not out in it.
Rob Beard will kick off for the Ducks.
Ducks have to kick it off here in the first half. Rob Beard will kick it off. And Arizona has come to play. They've had some things go their way, and they've also made some big plays, some long drives. They're 6 of 10 on 3rd down. That's going to get it done.
Well, you think about with all the yards that Nick Foles has thrown for and how the offense is moving the football, they should have more points on the board. So you got to give Oregon some credit. It's not a runaway right now.
Big half of football, a lot at stake. Beard's kick is high and short, taken at the 12. Turner across the 25. Joe and Anthony with you here. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Day after Thanksgiving here on a Friday evening in Eugene, Oregon. Ducks trying to get a win here today and secure a trip to the Rose Bowl and stay alive for the national championship game. They've got 30 tough minutes ahead of them to try to do it against a very good football team with the lead. Foles going to throw. Ball gets tipped. 3rd time today they've gotten up in that passing lane.
Well, it seems like Nick Foles would make an adjustment for that. I mean, I know he's 6'5", and he knows he's 6'5", but, that soft touch, that soft, throw the ball up in the air a little bit, get some air underneath that ball. He's not doing that, and Duck players are knocking it down.
Of course, one thing you don't want to do is float that ball
and
either.
That's true, too. Yeah, you're right about that. Pick 6.
Grigsby will pick up about 3 to the 29. 3rd and 7 coming up.
This is how you start the second half. A big stop by the defense. Get off the field. 3 and out. And allow your offense to get back on the field and make some plays.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day. Looks like they're going to just rush 3. Let's see. Pressure coming from the far side. Foles throws, and it's caught. No, incomplete. Arizona wanted a flag, and it might have been. They might have done it.
Well,
3 and out.
That was close, and Cliff Harris again making another play on the ball. Arizona wanted that pass interference. Foles again had time to throw the football, going outside to the outside receiver. It's hard to tell. It's a good play.
Coaches here next to us for Arizona made a ruckus on that one. And lots of big calls already in this game for both teams. Ducks cannot afford a mistake here. They'll play for the return. It's a missile. Should have a chance to return it. Harris makes one man miss. Still on his feet. Trying to get outside, and he goes down at the 15-yard line. Might have had one or two more guys to get by there.
Yeah.
He's slippery, isn't he?
He's very. And sometimes you get frustrated as a guy that is going to go backwards, but he makes so many plays, you can't really fault that. Because he's sometimes going to make a big play and sometimes going to get caught for a loss.
Big punt, too. Ducks, of course, have been a second-half team. They were behind. Ducks, of course, have been a second-half team. They were behind against USC at the Coliseum early in the second half. As I mentioned, behind against Stanford. J.Maehl back out there. Thomas going to throw it. Is it behind Davis, who does not make the catch?
Well, they say when the ball hits your hands, you have to catch that football. But at the same time, as the quarterback, put it in a spot so he can keep running. He had to reach back for that football.
Second down, 10. It was a big stop by the defense and a big punt for Arizona. Ducks need to move the ball a little bit just for field position's sake. Play action. They're going to pitch it to the outside. Huff gets a block. Here goes Huff. Huff cuts it back. Huff at the 40. Does he have enough speed? Huff, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Oregon!
Joe, did you see the speed, and I know you did, of J.Huff? The explosion from a true freshman out of Houston, Texas. Watch the explosion, the cut right there, and just outrun everyone. Runs hard, runs angry, get to the end zone. No one's going to stop him. All you can say to that is, wow.
Ducks are going to go for two here. With a 1-point lead, they'll go for two. Thomas looking to throw. Thomas throws it. Incomplete, they don't get it. I thought Thomas was just going to scramble, but he waited for Paulson to come open, and Oregon leads it by 1.
Well, that's energy right there for the crowd, for the defense now to come back out there again. And the Ducks scored fast, kind of like the old Duck offense. Score quickly.
Tried to make it a 3-point lead with 13:30 here in the third quarter.
It's a great way to find J.Huff, to get him the ball in different spots. He's playing like a running back now. He's a receiver. He's playing like a running back and catches a pitch, takes it for 6.
Ducks have been so good on 2-point conversions all year. You're just surprised when they don't get it. You see Thomas right here. Thought he was going to scramble. He had it all the way open on his left. The $6 burger scoring drive just took him 2 plays. 19 seconds. Then a 10-second sprint by J.Huff, 85-yard run. And Oregon leads it by 1.
This is going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout.
The drama today for number 1 and number 2. Number 2 found a way to win after being down 24-0. Number 1 has their first lead of the game. Turner to the 27, and that's where Stokes are still coming in from halftime, wondering what happened.
And they missed the touchdown. They missed a great run. He almost dropped the football. He had to go back and get it. And right here, the cutback to go back and get it. And right here, the cutback to just explode through those white jerseys.
Crowd's making a lot of noise. They'll run it and lose yards. Brandon Bear is there along with, I think, Zach Clark, both of them. 88-99.
You know, I watch the Oregon defense. They play off the Oregon offense. So when the offense scores points quickly, the defense, they want to be in the spotlight as well. And they get back out there, and it starts up front by the defensive line. Brandon Bear, 88, and Zach Clark, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Crowd is into this game. Pressure coming, throws it, incomplete. Pretty good looking throw. Trying to hit Miller across the middle, and he had a chance at it. Now it's 3rd and 13.
Well, and he really had to lead Miller to that, Joe, because Casey Matthews did a great job playing underneath, and he had a Boyett over the top.
Long run there for Huff in the record books for him. Big play here on 3rd and 13. Ducks look like they're bringing pressure. Here they come. Little screen pass set up. Nobody there. And a first down for Arizona. Kreiner. They burned him with it last year for a touchdown. And that's a gigantic 3rd and 13 conversion.
And Oregon had him also as well. You see Oregon, Arizona, no huddle.
Now they're going to go quick on the pace. Throws it to the outside. Caught for 5 yards. Arizona trying to respond. Boy, that was a big 3rd down conversion.
And they had him before the first down marker for a tackle, and Kreiner made the play.
Foles with double pump. Now he's going to scramble. Throws it away. Another 3rd down coming up. It's just been 3rd down all day for Arizona. This is their 13th 3rd down of the game. Going to go with that same little delay. 7 of 12 on 3rd down. Good protection. Now it breaks down. He throws it wide open down there. The Ducks busted a coverage again. And a first down. And they couldn't get to Foles.
Well, they got to Foles just a second late, but whoever was covering the receiver came off his coverage. As a defensive back or a safety or linebacker, you got to stay back in coverage.
Brandon Hanna thought he was going to run. Foles gets away. Now he's going to run and pick up a couple yards. He's more elusive than he should be for such a big guy. He's got a little limp going, too.
Well, and he's a big guy. He's hard to bring down. Yeah, he is limping right there. But he's hard to bring down. 6'5", 240 pounds.
Hurt his left knee against Washington State. Missed a couple games. They won on the road at UCLA. One of those games. 29-21. 2nd down and 8. Little play action. Again, plenty of time. Now he goes deep down the field. He's got a man out there, and it's incomplete. Harris on the coverage.
Well, that's scary right there when Nick Foles has a lot of time to throw the football. And at the same time, Nick Foles didn't have to run anywhere in the pocket. David Douglas went up for the football. Had a chance to make that catch as a receiver. Didn't make it. Cliff Harris on the coverage.
Give Arizona credit. Their pace right now is even faster than Oregon's. They're right back on it, ready to go.
I think Oregon's defense is used to this fast pace. They see it every day in practice.
Guess what? It's 3rd down. Plenty of time. Now Foles is going to run. Now he throws, and it's incomplete. No flag comes out. Very close to the line of scrimmage when he let the ball go, and it's 4th down at the 41.
It's a nice job by Foles of avoiding pressure and great coverage this time downfield.
Cliff Harris back to receive. Keenan Cryer is the punter for Arizona. This is prime fake position on the field for a punt. Let's see. Pryor kind of pooches it. And it goes out of bounds on the 1. Couldn't have done it any better.
Great kick. Great kick.
The old coffin corner. How big does that extra point look now where Oregon went for 2?
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said, "Come on in." They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
American innovation. Mexican styling. Taco Bell know-how. The totally redesigned chicken enchilada. Tender marinated all-white meat chicken, slow-simmered enchilada sauce, and a luxurious blend of melty cheese wrapped up and grilled to go. Experience the comfort of enchiladas in the handling of a burrito. The chicken enchilada grilled stuffed burrito. Only at Taco Bell.
Wow!
You're so good!
But what if you don't feel good? And you don't have a doctor? The Oregon Medical Group referral line makes it easy. One number, over 100 physicians, and 16 neighborhood clinics. We're usually right next door. When you're ready to feel good again and need a neighborhood doctor, call Oregon Medical Group at 541-242-4444.
20-19, Oregon leads it here in the third quarter. Time now for today's trivia question, brought to you by Comcast. How about the Oregon record for most rushing yards in a single game? I think I know that one. Trivia question brought to you by Comcast, Xfinity TV, Internet, and voice. More choice, more control, and more HD. Thomas today, 7 of 12. Just wonder if they're going to throw out of the end zone here. Dangerous spot.
Well, this always scares me when you don't have, quarterback underneath the center. Just a quarterback sneak to give you some room here.
Little play action. And he's got to get rid of it. Dumps it short, and it's dropped. Thought he had D.Davis open at about the 10. So it'll be second 10 from the 1. What a great punt for Cryer.
Great punt.
To pin Oregon down on the 1-yard line. That was the old coffin corner that you grew up with. The teams don't do that much anymore. There's a little bit of room to the 3.
It's all about field position right now. I mean, it starts with the Arizona punter playing good field position. Now you got Oregon third and 7. Their own 3-yard line.
See if Thomas puts this one up. Got to get to the 11. In time, Huff has the first down. When he hesitated, I thought, oh, don't lose the first down.
Well, yeah. Josh Huff is trying to make some plays. He's in his zone right now. And he got the start today because Tuane got hurt. He wants to show everybody that he can make some plays, and he can make some plays.
Big conversion there. Huff will go to the other side here. Still plenty of time on the play clock. They don't have the formation right now. Michael goes out there. I'd say this could be some sort of an option play. Give it to LaMichael, and he gets wrapped up.
Arizona came to stop 21. As you said, 21's not going to embarrass us. It's not going to have a Heisman night against our defense. So wherever 21 goes, we're going to have at least 4 players on him.
Boy, they're really keen on him.
Yeah.
For sure. Second down and 13. Arizona was coming. 8 in the box. They're happy to play man coverage against the Oregon receivers. They're D.Davis gets by one. Gets a big hit. Sets up a third down that's a little more manageable. 3rd and 4. Arizona has a man down.
Well, and it's kind of funny how he went down. Again, we're talking about the injuries against Oregon. People go down.
I don't think
he's telling them to get some water. Grab some water and get a cramp unless he's getting a cramp. And, you know, this is an opportunity when guys fake injuries for the coaches to get with the players. You see Stoops and talking to the players on the field.
It was a big play. They felt like they needed a rest, but
I mean, the defense wasn't tired. It wasn't like they're getting tired out there.
Boy, he's drinking a lot of water, that's for sure.
The sad part about this is crying wolf. I mean, he could be injured. I mean, he could have a serious cramp, and cramps, they don't feel good. Trust me. I know a lot of people had him out there. So if he does have a cramp, I mean, that's painful. And yet the fans and the Oregon players think he's faking.
Watch number 9 right there. Looks like he's doing fine. He looks over the sideline. Oh. And interesting. 3rd down 4. Big play here. Ducks trying to convert on 3rd. Done it half the time here tonight. Throw or pass. Play action to L.James. They'll look downfield. D.Davis, and there's an interference call.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be a 1st down.
Great job by D.Davis trying to go for the football, making that defender defend him up close and personal. No doubt about it, pass interference. It was right before that. It was before the ball was...
Spot, automatic 1st down.
The ball just left Darren Thomas's hand when you saw the defender kind of push and shove. It's Anthony Wldcats, the safety, with D.Davis.
Fans are focused on Joseph Perkins, number 9, who's on the bench right now. Here's L.Michael trying to get ahead of steam. He'll pick up 6 yards on the play.
And that was a good run by J.James. If there's nothing there, just turn inside and saw some burst to number 21.
Washington and Hall.
Haven't seen K.Barner in the second half. The word was he might have got banged up a little bit on that fumble. The play that the ball was fumbled on the 5-yard line. So Michael so far here along with J.Huff. 2nd down and 4. They give it to L.Michael. Can't get away though. And maybe gets a yard. Now another 3rd down.
He's so close to breaking that long one. I mean, he just inches away. Guys are making, for Arizona, great tackles, grabbing the jersey, holding on.
Now Barner comes back in. So here's Barner's first play. This is a big 3rd down. They've moved the ball out, which is good in its own right. If they can convert here, they'll really start to get the Arizona defense tired. Barner gets hit. I don't think he got there. I do not think he got there.
No, he did not.
Depends on what kind of forward progress they gave him. But it's so close. You know, this season, Chip Kelly's gone for it on these kinds of plays. 4th and a half yard. They're going for it. They're on the ball, 4th and a half yard. They are going to go for it. Here they go. Barner gets there. 2nd effort, barely.
Great job by the offensive line creating some seam for K.Barner to get through. And right there, just enough. And the effort, 2nd effort, fighting for that 1st down.
Well, they did not want to give the ball up. Having trouble getting the play in. See if they can tire the Arizona defense out here on this drive. They give it to L.Michael again. Oh! You're right, Anthony. He's so close.
He is so close. When you got a guy like this in the third and fourth quarter, he's going to break one soon.
Ducks are really focused on going fast now. Michael turns it up. First down. Chip Kelly yelling at him to go faster.
They're trying to get the ball as the football's in from the ball boy. Can't get it in fast enough.
Back on the ball.
Play action.
Throw it to the outside. Huff makes the catch. Now they bring in some other players to try to get some fresh guys on the field. It was a pickup of 4. Make it 5 on the play.
Well, now Arizona's confused on who's on defense and who's in and who's not in.
Thomas. Great catch by Paulson. Little short of the first down. About a half yard. They want to go fast. They're waiting for the referees to get the ball. Now they're going to...
Are they going to measure for a first down?
Measure it. They're going to measure. I think it's short, though, isn't it, Anthony?
It looks like. It looked like he came down a little short.
That's a break for Arizona's defense. They can get a breather.
Yeah, he was... It's hard to tell.
That little orange marker is not it.
No, it's not it.
It's got to get right to the 31, and the ball's a little short of that. But it does give Arizona a chance to get some wind. So they're about a football length short.
Well, this is no doubt a 2-down territory. He's going for it no matter what. Got 3rd and 4th down to get an inch.
Boy, they've been keying on L.James so much. Just waiting for D.Thomas to keep the ball.
Yeah.
.546 to go in the third. Ducks lead by 1.
And again, J.Maehl has been quiet. Caught the 1 touchdown pass, but that's it, Joe.
Is this the play? Thomas keeps it. 3rd and a half yard. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Now they'll wind the clock. Thomas keeps it. Dive forward for the first down. They were ready for him to do it.
Yeah, they were.
I suppose if I know it, they know it too, don't they?
Well, you saw Arizona coming in the middle. Linebackers blitzing that A-gap.
Ball at the 30. Ducks go right back at it. Nothing over there for Kenyon. Dives into the line for maybe a yard. Ducks trying to just wear Arizona down here.
Yeah, they are.
Long drive. Started at the 1. Arizona keeps making plays. Boy, they spot the ball back at the 30, so they didn't even give Oregon the yardage. Thomas to throw. Out there. Complete for a 5-yard pickup to Justin Hoffman. And yet another 3rd down.
Great job by Justin Hoffman. When this number is called, he's making the play.
Maybe that option or something outside. Here is a big 3rd and 5. They throw it again. Looking over the top, it's incomplete, and now they're going to have to try a field goal. Boy, it was a good drive. They just couldn't.
They're going for it.
4th and 5. You can give yourself a 4-point lead here. Here comes the field goal team. If you make it, got to make it. It'll be a 42-yard attempt. From the left hash. Missed his first 2 last week. Dustin Haynes looked like they might have been offside. Flag is down. The kick is on its way. It's no good. Beard was just way off, but I think Arizona was offsides. Let's see. They're talking about it still.
Offsides on the knee fed. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
And that's a first down, and what a huge play that is because Beard missed the field goal.
He's yelling. At the special teams coach.
Boy,
that's
looks like
Jeff
he wants
Hammerschmidt, the D-line coach. That's who he's yelling at right now.
It looked like he wanted to attack the player. So the ball's at the 20 now. Beard did not hit that ball very well. Thomas going to throw it. Looking towards the end zone. This is thrown up and fortunate.
Yeah, you don't throw an interception down here. Check the football.
This will be the 18th play of the drive. Definitely slowed down a little bit. Here's a look at it on the right-hand side.
Ricky Elmore.
2nd down and 10. Ducks need a big play here. Arizona's making them earn it. On the option, Thomas going to keep it. Needs a block. Thomas, 10, 5, touchdown, Darren Thomas!
Great block downfield, Joe. And again, the receivers blocked so well for the running backs. D.Davis, great cut block, and J.Maehl, again, another great block.
Beard on for the extra point. It's a big one. His kick is up. It went hard right, but got through, so Rob Beard's got to get it straight before the end of this game. It's an 8-point lead with 4:44 to go in the 3rd quarter.
So why'd you leave your job at Carl's Jr.?
It was way too much work.
More work than this?
Yeah, like these chicken tenders. They make you hand bread and prepare them fresh. Why don't they just get pre-cooked ones like everyone else?
What is this, the olden days?
No, it's not.
That phone is so annoying.
Introducing hand-breaded chicken tenders. New at Carl's Jr. Because there's nothing fresh about pre-cooked chicken.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
Comcast Sportsnet's search for a new outdoor GPS co-host is heating up. The top 5 candidates will tackle a live on-air audition. It's a whole new ballgame when the camera's on and the lights are glaring down. How will the contestants fare when hosting their very own TV segment? Watch Outdoor GPS Wednesday at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet and vote for your favorite at csnnw.com.
27-19. Oregon leads it by 8. 4:44 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So much on the line here at Autzen today. What a drive Oregon just put together. 99 yards, Anthony, in 19 plays.
Well, with the run and the pass, an extra effort right there by number 24, K.Barner, and then passing the football to Michael James, cutting up field. Great job by the offensive line. Then when you have to throw the football, J.Huff making plays downfield.
19 plays. It ends up with the Darren Thomas touchdown and one gigantic mistake by the Arizona special teams by going offside on a missed field goal from Rob Beard. This one's going to be taken right at about the 17, and he'll get it across the 25. It's about the starting point all night long for Mike Turner. That same exact spot right there.
Yep.
There's a look at it. Carl's Jr. $6 burger. I mean, you could have drove to the closest Carl's Jr. And, yeah,
exactly.
Could have gone through the drive-thru, got a $6 burger, and got back here, and they still would have had the ball.
Wow. The drive before that, they scored 19 seconds. Here, they scored 6 minutes. I mean, wow.
Still a light drizzle falling. Arizona now facing an 8-point deficit. Grigsby comes up limping again at right foot. Looks like he's in quite a bit of pain.
Yeah, he is dealing with that injury, and when it's cold outside, it makes it worse. You can't get that blood flowing through the bones and through the flesh, and so it's difficult to deal with.
Greg Nwoko is in the game now at running back, so I'm not sure what's going on Keola Antolin. Second down and 10. Foles, plenty of time. Over the middle and caught. Brandon Bear thinks it was incomplete.
I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Just ought to give us a pretty good look at it.
Good catch. Good catch.
Big conversion. And a first down for Arizona to the 37-yard line. Again, a lot of time for Foles back there. Offensive line doing a good job. Play action. Pressure coming. This one's thrown up in the air. Who's going to go up and get it? Oh, the Cats get it. Jumped too early. And a great catch made by David Douglas.
Wow. Cliff Harris had the play. He did. He mistimed his jump. That kind of ball was just falling out of the sky for David Douglas to catch it.
Just a jump ball.
Great coverage.
Changing the clock, I believe, is all they're doing.
Or the play clocks will be out.
Looks like the play clocks are out right now, so they'll have to keep it on the field. Both of them are out, so that makes you feel like it's coming from the main server, wherever that is. Time for your trivia answer by Comcast. Single game, it is Ontario Smith in that incredible game at Washington State in 01 that preserved Oregon's Pac-10 championship run. Brought to you by Comcast. Arizona with the big play down inside Oregon territory. Here's Grigsby with nowhere to go.
Another big play by Casey Matthews. Just filling the hole, running through the ball carrier, getting him on his back.
Boy, what a huge play that was by Douglas, because it was just a jump ball. I mean, he just threw it a mile high, and it worked out.
Well, the ball came right in Douglas's hands. I mean, surprised Douglas didn't drop that football, because I thought Cliff Harris was going to catch the ball.
Foles is hit as he throws. Matthews on a delayed blitz.
Well, Matthews knows this is his last game at Austin Stadium as a senior. He's going to bring it. Brought him from the backside. Foles didn't see him trying to throw the football to the streaking Kreiner. He was going down the field.
Third down again. 3rd and 10. Can they get to him this time? They make it tough by spreading all those receivers all over the field. Little pressure coming. Throws it for the end zone. Harris is out there this time, and it's incomplete. Went for the jump ball again, and Kreiner couldn't come down with it.
That was a big play by Cliff Harris that time. He said, not again.
Zendejas will come out for a big field goal attempt. This one will be a 42-yard attempt. Make it 41. 4th and 10. Trying to cut the lead down. 41-yarder. 11 of 14 this year. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So with 2:46 to go, Arizona has a big answer to make it 27-22.
NBA TV is your destination for total NBA coverage.
On the drive, what a
play from Rose.
More live games than any other network. And Game Time delivers daily NBA action and analysis.
Right now, we've got a game coming down to the wire.
Plus, every Tuesday night, it's NBA TV's Fan Night, where you, the fan, choose the game you want to see. For 24/7 access to the NBA.
On the wing, KD slash into the rim and back it home.
Watch NBA TV, where amazing happens.
There's water slides and scuba dives, this place is unforgettable. A perfect beach, a midday treat, it simply is incredible. A simulator surf machine, our water parks are really cool. A sea of green vacation dream, this really is the place for you. Hang with your mates or stay out late, do anything you want to do. There's gourmet food and sushi too, so many restaurants you can choose. A sunset rum and Irish pub, order up a round of cheer. It's anything for everything for everyone, you'll find it here. It's all included.
This month only, save up to 60%. Call your travel agent or 1-800-BEACHES.
When whippoorwills call and evening is nigh, I hurry to my blue heaven. Just a turn to the right, you find a little white light.
The new sandals Emerald Bay, Great Exuma, Bahamas. Now for a limited time, save up to 65% and your companion flies free. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
27-22, 2:46 to go. Hey, folks, don't forget, the Matthew Knight Arena's becoming a reality. It's almost done. First game is on January 13th. You can go to MacToMatt.net or also MatthewKnightarena.com now as we move to a new website on that, MatthewKnightarena.com and MacToMatt.net. And talking about new construction, it's a pretty good time to be a construction worker here.
I guess so, huh?
Brand new soccer field going in. And on the left is a brand new 130,000 square foot football training facility. It's all the offices, meeting rooms, theater, weight room, all the stuff you need, and some new practice fields going in as well. Of course, PK Park is new.
Joe, I was born at the wrong time. I'd say that right now.
Anthony, your group got it started.
Wow.
Your group got this thing started.
Wow.
2:46 to go in the game. Huff is going to take this one at the 7. Ducks need a big return. Huff, nowhere to go this time. And he gets to the 25. Arizona does a nice job on coverage, which they had not done all night. Looked like there were some lanes, but he couldn't find them. Big series. They're all big.
Well, they're all big. I mean, and it's still the third quarter, but there's a big drive by Oregon here to punch back. Arizona did a good job of driving down, getting some points out of that drive. They didn't get in the end zone, and good job by the Oregon defense. But here, Oregon's offense, get in that rhythm again.
They had that big play. Of course, Oregon's drive last time went 19 plays, so will they be able to get Arizona's defense on their heels? Michael James has been so close tonight to breaking a big one. Here he is. Got that linebacker sitting there waiting for him, Adam Hall.
Yeah, not Adam Hall, and he's a safety. They're bringing him down in the box. Then you're going to stop the run, rely on the corners, man-to-man coverage.
Michael again. This time, he gets into the second level and gets a first down.
Look for play action pretty soon. Keep running this football. They got too many players on the field.
Well, they have too many on.
They got too many players on the field.
LaMichael trying to make something happen, but Arizona had too many guys on the field. So it'll give them a rest, but it'll cost them yardage.
It was DeAndre Reed, number 83.
5-yard penalty.
He came on the field and trying to tell Ricky Elmore to get off. Not enough time.
You know, I don't get why that's a substitution penalty and not an illegal participation penalty. Yeah. I mean, I know they're in the process of subbing, but they're still on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that's a difference of 10 yards on the penalty. Hopefully get some clarification on that. Thomas going to keep it. Thomas, lots of room and blockers. Thomas, the guys behind him, and he goes down at the 32.
I think everybody in the sideline were telling Thomas, watch out behind you because somebody was coming fast. You started to slow down right there. Just get out of bounds. Great job. And here's the speed of Darren Thomas. They're looking for him to pitch the football. Brooks Reed, number 42, could not handle him on the outside.
Ducks quick again. Seem to have found their mojo. Now they'll look over for the play call. Those cards go up again.
That success running to the outside. It's been working.
Yeah, the option's been good all day. J.Maehl. Not much that time as he maybe picks up a couple of yards. No flag. Fans wanted a late hit.
Well, it looked like he might have grabbed his face mask on the sideline.
J.Maehl is over 100 yards. Fan side on the
it looked
board.
Like there should have been a face mask. Well, first of all, Adam Hall was leading with the head. Number 12.
It's one they missed. J.Maehl with 108 yards rushing, his 8th 100-yard game here. They're going to try to get him going this way. Still going. It's K.Barner inside the 10 to the 6-yard line.
Fresh legs. You see Arizona trying to rotate players in and out, but you got fresh legs with K.Barner just as fast as J.James, maybe a little bit slower, a tad bit.
Well, Anthony, they're just running them side to side right now.
And they get to the edge, Joe. They're getting to the edge of the field because Arizona's trying to stop everything inside. It looks like Oregon's doing a nice job getting to the edge of the defense.
Down to the 6-yard line. Thomas going to throw it way back on the other side. Caught for the touchdown. Holy smokes, he threw it about 40 yards. D.Davis with the catch.
That was a throw. Talk about a strong arm for a young kid. He's only a sophomore, redshirt sophomore. Threw the ball across the field on the money.
And you better throw it, too, because if the guy catches it,
he's gone
the other way.
That's a Kenny Wheaton pick right there.
Rob Beard on for the extra point. Drives this one through. And it's 34-22. Oregon leads by 12 with 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Look at this throw by D.Thomas.
So we bought a house, love the kitchen, love the location.
Hated the bathroom.
Glenn's 6'2", and our shower head, a whopping 5'5".
Who does that?
So we got a home equity line of credit from Oregon Community Credit Union. They had the rates we wanted and nice people to walk us through the process. 3 weeks later, we got our Glenn-sized bathroom.
For whatever comes next in life, Oregon Community Credit Union. Nice. Remarkably nice.
33 hours of the most extensive Civil War programming around begins December 3rd on Comcast Sportsnet. Hey, Doug football fans, on Monday nights, check out a new weekly show on Comcast Sportsnet, Oregon Football with Chip Kelly, featuring game recaps, insider info, and the most in-depth Oregon football coverage around. Oregon Football with Chip Kelly, Mondays at 8 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet.
Rob Beard to kick it off, and Turner will take this one up at the 10-yard line. He'll try to work his way across the field this time, and there's going to be no way, and a couple of flags come out too.
Look at the throw, Joe. I mean, and that's just unreal. Roll to the right side, throw back to the left.
See what they have on this play, if they call it on Oregon or Arizona. They're having quite a long discussion about it. So, Carl's Jr. $6 burger scoring drive, 7 plays, 75, 210.
Number 31 on the return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So they'll back this one up to the 5-yard line. Ducks smell blood. 27 seconds to go in the third.
And we talked about this earlier, that the Oregon defense plays off the Oregon offense. When the Oregon offense is in sync and in rhythm, the defense seems to pick up their slack and they play better as well. Look for a big turnover by one of the defensive backs.
Offense has scored on all 3 possessions here in the second half. All touchdowns. See Arizona starting to fatigue a little bit on defense. Arizona from the 5. They'll run it to Antolin, who's been absent lately. He'll pick up 3 yards on the play, and that'll likely be the final play of the third quarter. Arizona will have to go down there in front of those rowdy students, which at this stadium doesn't matter because everybody's equally rowdy.
That's right, doesn't matter here.
8 seconds. See if they get a play. No, they'll just go ahead and walk it down to the other end. To the fourth quarter where the Ducks have been fantastic this year. And they've got a 12-point lead. 15 minutes to go to try to win the Pac-10 championship. They lead it by 12.
In order to save our civilization, we must schmeplicate with a male of your species. In exchange, we offer this.
Schmeplicate? Bud Light?
Here we go!
I'm doing it for all of us. It's the sure sign of a good time. The just right taste of Bud Light.
The guys are gone! Here we go!
Kelly kept telling me to check the label on my cat's food, and there it was. Chicken byproduct meal.
Told ya.
Natural and delicious cat food from Blue Buffalo is made with only wholesome ingredients. Real meat is always first. Plus, Blue contains whole grains, veggies, and fruit. Compare your cat's food to Blue by taking the True Blue test at compareyourbrand.com.
I love my girls like family, so I want to feed them like family. That's why I feed them Blue.
Don't be fooled by the big-name cat food brands. Learn the truth at compareyourbrand.com.
There's quite a few of us.
You can reach us any time of day.
24/7.
365 days a year we are open.
You can always reach a live person.
We are listening to our customers.
We're here for you.
We schedule appointments around your schedule.
Because you have a life.
We walk into a home, we treat that home like it's our home.
We always put on boot covers to make sure we don't track any dirt into their homes.
We're going to take care of the customer.
On the phone or in your home, we'll always be there when you need us. Get real live support, guaranteed. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
Today's game is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Philly cheesesteak on a burger. The Philly cheesesteak burger at Carl's Jr. By Oregon Community Credit Union. Nice, remarkably nice. By Pepsi, brought to you by Pepsi Cola Bottling of Eugene. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. And by State Farm Insurance, proud to be your Oregon sponsor. Fans just did some shouting. Otis Day in the Night serenading them here at Autzen.
It's a new thing they're doing. I like that.
Yeah, new tradition. I mean, hey,
I like it.
If Animal House is going to be filmed on your campus, you better celebrate it, right?
Right.
Fans love it, too. 2nd down and 6 for Arizona from their own 9-yard line.
Looking at the Duck defenders, they're all talking to each other. That's a good sign. All on the same page, communicating about the next play, what type of defense they're running.
The offense has so much momentum right now. The defense for Arizona looks so tired. If they can get the ball back from them quick.
And this is huge for Arizona's offense. You got to get a first down. Their defense is tired. They need a rest.
Ducks can feel a knockout blow if they can get the ball back. They'll run it. To the 10. 3rd down and 4. Grigsby coming back in the game for Antolin.
I thought that was a little corner. Thomas Jackson came in on that play, almost like a corner blitz.
Cats are now 8 of 15 on 3rd down. Ducks trying to get their defense in. Some of the guys are a little confused. Now they get it. Still a lot of discussion going on. Big 3rd and 4. Looking for some sort of a slant, maybe. There it is. Throw it high and incomplete. Wow. They wanted the slant, didn't they, Anthony?
They sure did. He wanted that slant. He pulled back off that slant and then tried to throw it, tried to fit it in there. And Nick Foles, he's been throwing the ball a little high. I mean, he wanted that. Once you pull back off that ball, once you get ready to throw it the first time and you don't throw that ball, now you have a bunch of DBs flying to that receiver.
Cliff Harris.
Field position. Joe, field position right here.
Can number 13 do it again? Ducks have to be careful here. Cannot afford a mistake. Kind of a wobbler. Gonna have to get away from it. It was a terrible punt. And it gets down at the 35-yard line. Ducks have great field position here, starting at the 35, a 25-yard punt. Ducks have dominated so far here in the second half with 234 yards. And now, with an opportunity here, 14:07 to make it awfully difficult on Arizona.
Taste of LaMichael James right here.
Arizona's defense has to come up big here. How much gas do they have left? LaMichael for a couple.
Arizona keeps bringing a lot of guys in the box to stop that run. Waiting for another play action here. With Oregon running that play action so well.
J.Huff comes onto the field. Again, that option's been really good for him tonight. We'll see. Huff goes out of the slot. LaMichael cuts it back. Nothing. I mean, nothing. Maybe 3rd and 9. He might have lost a yard.
That was a great tackle right there. I think that was Paul Vasello, number 41, the lead tackler inside. Junior college transfer.
You wonder if this is 2-down territory or not, given the way Rob Beard's been kicking the ball tonight. That's too far to kick a field goal right there. Of course, they might elect to punt if they can't get a first down, or they might just go for it like they always do. Thomas, Huff, drops it. He had it, but he dropped it. Right in his hands. Now it's 4th down. Tough call here.
Wide open, too.
He just looked to run before he...
Well, he had the football in his hand, and that's close. I think he was off to the races on that play as well.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 9. Big, big play in this game. Huge. Thomas throws it. Caught. Maehl. First down and more. Maehl to the 15. Wow. Wow. Are you kidding me?
When you look at this team, this offensive team, there's so many weapons. J.Huff should have caught the last one, but Jeffrey Maehl, he'll catch this one. It's senior night. He's not going to drop anything. Letting him open. Now, for Jeffrey Maehl to run free, Joe, I don't know what Arizona was doing on that play.
1st and 10. Big conversion. 12:53 to go in the game. I'm not sure why the clock's not running. Even if he went out of bounds, it should be running now. LaMichael. 5, hit, touchdown, LaMichael James!
Well, the clock doesn't have to run when you score touchdowns. It doesn't matter. Get points on the board. 3rd and 4th quarter, that's what we talked about. Oregon playing faster and stronger than the other teams in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Look at LaMichael James and watch the offensive linemen. They're playing much faster than Arizona. Right now, LaMichael James got that step, cut back inside, determined to get in the end zone.
Lining up for the extra point, up by 18. The extra point is up and good. And the lead is 19, 41-22 with 12:46 to go in the game.
Maybe look at the demeanor of Arizona on the sideline. The players, before halftime, they're jumping around, getting with the fans, taunting the fans. Not right now.
A poor punt, and then a great 4th down conversion.
The speed, the burst right here, the cut inside. Knowing where the end zone, the other cut, that's a double cut right there. And then getting into the end zone again, there's, what is it, Adam Hall laying the wood, big time hitter. I like him, but he can't stop LaMichael from getting in the end zone.
The Duck starting to do the push-ups. He's got over 100 push-ups. How many? What do we got? How many? 10 straight games he's got over 100 push-ups. At home. Of course, last week against Cal he didn't, but 10, not 10 straight, 10 overall this year. There's this Carl's Jr. $6 burger scoring drive.
Well, that's special teams. That started with the defense holding Arizona back, making them punt the football. The punters shanked the football, and then the offense took control, jumped all over the opportunities of the short field and scored not just a field goal, but touchdown out of that, making it 41-22.
You worry a little bit about, some of the punts that are short like that, coming down and hitting you on a helmet or something as you guys are going back.
And I know Cliff Harris is telling the other players, there's certain words that they call out, trigger words is, hey, Peter, get away from the football. He's yelling and screaming because, yeah, you're right. You don't want one of those players who are blocking downfield for the ball to hit him in the head.
The Duck is in all his glory tonight. Vote for him at CapitalOneBowl.com. He's in the quarterfinals. If we win, if the Duck wins, then he gets $15,000 for his travel fund. Wow. I think he deserves it given how much publicity he's been doing. I mean, if he was an actor, he'd be getting paid rate already. He'd have to have his after card right now, or his SAG card, as much as he's been on TV.
Well, I know those wings got a lot of muscles on them right now, all those push-ups he's been doing.
41-22, a 19-point lead after trailing at halftime. Absolute explosion here in the second half by the Ducks, which we've come to expect from them. Beard. This time it's a good kick all the way back to the goal line. And no room. Fumble, and I think Oregon's on it. I'm not sure. Ducks say they have it. We will see as they unpile them.
That's not good for Arizona if they have it.
The players think they've got it. They're still unpiling them. Arizona even thinks they don't have it. It's Oregon football, and a knockout punch is 7 yards away.
Scott Grady, Tigard High School grad. Great tackle right there.
Face up,
wrap up, grab cloth. Look at Deion Jordan on the kickoff team. Defensive lineman, defensive end, the first one down there. Impressive by defensive lineman 96 for Oregon.
Ball is on the 8-yard line.
Ryan Jackson made a nice hit on that to cause a fumble, and now look, Oregon first down on the 9-yard line. 8.5.
Big turnover for Arizona. Ducks seemingly 8 yards from a knockout punch. L.James, 5, 2, down to the end zone. Oh, they mark him down at the half-yard line. I thought he was in. Fans thought he was in. L.James thought he was in.
L.James thought he was in as well. I think that's a touchdown.
If they review it.
Because he landed on the player and then rolled into the end zone. He didn't land on the ground.
They're going to give him time to review it.
That was a touchdown.
Ducks will get quick on the ball. They'll just run it anyway. That time he's in. This place is out of control right now. Look at this crowd. I think that thing at Cal was just an aberration.
Well, it was. And look at L.James. Look at the determination, dedication, desire to get the end zone. That was a touchdown.
He was in.
That's what I said.
He was
landed
in
on the player, and he scored.
The extra point is good. If they would have reviewed that play, it would have been called a touchdown. But whatever, he gets it anyway. Here's the one that was officially in the books. It just gave the crowd another chance to cheer. 48-22.
Don't miss it. The Standard TV and Appliance 3-day sale. Save 14 to 75% on hundreds of appliances, TVs, and mattresses. This weekend only at Standard. Get an LG 42-inch HD TV for only $398. Plus, free delivery on hundreds of products and 12 months no-interest financing available.
Hurry in. The 3-day sale this weekend only at Standard TV and Appliance.
Mr. Nell, your father's waiting for you at the TV studio. Shoot.
Where's Shannon?
Oh, here I am, Dad. Sorry, I'm running a little late.
See this year's Civil War commercial at CivilWarBet.com.
There he goes again. They're starting to add up.
Wow. And look, he's not even slowing down, Joe. You know, a lot of times when you do push-ups, you're at 25, you're at 30, you start to slow down.
I think his form's gotten better.
It's a lot better. He's getting stronger.
Yeah, once he got in the weight room.
If you're going to do push-ups, be consistent, you're going to get stronger. He's gotten stronger.
191 push-ups, and here's L.James setting a new school record in points. 120, his second touchdown. He's responsible for a lot of those push-ups from the Duck.
And he's getting stronger in the fourth quarter. L.James runs harder in the fourth quarter than he does the first quarter.
28 carries, 126 yards. What a second half. Taking it to 10. Boy, the Ducks are just all over Arizona on special teams right now with all these athletes.
I just can't get over 96. Young Jordan is on the kickoff team, defensive lineman on the kickoff team. And not only just a guy that can roll, but he can make tackles in space. It's impressive, and now he has to play defense. Conditioning right there. I know about running down on kickoff, then you got to turn around and play defense.
Anthony, it was 17 minutes and 45 seconds ago. It was 19-14 Arizona. And now it's 48-24. A 34-3 run, if you will. Antolin tries to get outside. He gets the corner, puts a head down. Nice play by Keola. Look at this scoring by quarter, Anthony. They've scored every time they've had the ball in the second half.
Yes, they have. I mean, you're putting a lot of points. You know, the third and fourth quarter, Oregon plays stronger, faster, more determined. Arizona's shocked right now.
I think that's what they do. They just shock you. Caught at the 40. You know, they just score so fast and so often. First down for Arizona. They try to run fast. Thrown out there, and is it intercepted? No, it's caught. I thought the ball might have been intercepted.
I thought it too. I thought the ball was on the ground.
Good catch by Travis Cobb. And they move quickly into Oregon territory at the 45. Again, the Ducks have only allowed 7 points in the fourth quarter, and that was against UCLA. There's a whistle.
I think Oregon called timeout. Didn't have the right personnel in the game. Slow things down a second. Regroup.
We'll take a timeout as well. 11:30 to go in the game. 48-22. Oregon leads it.
Pepsi Max.
Zero calories, maximum Pepsi taste.
During the holidays, lucky number Tuesdays at Weimar mean even more.
Now through December 21st, over $250,000 in gift cards is up for grabs. Check your numbers at the store where you purchased your Bi-Mart membership. At each store, members have the chance to win one of several $100 gift cards, or even a $250 gift card. You could win Bi-Mart gift cards that mean extra holiday spending money, only on Lucky Number Tuesdays and only at Bi-Mart. Just right for a Christmas full of savings.
For even more Trailblazers coverage, don't miss Talkin' Ball after every game on Comcast Sportsnet, featuring Ian Furness, Dwight James, and a special guest for every show, past Blazers, former NBA and college stars. You just never know who might show up. Make sure to catch Talkin' Ball, presented by the new Ram Outdoorsman, after every Blazers game on Comcast Sportsnet.
48-22. Hey, folks, GoDucks.com is your place right now for it's a Black Friday special. Basically, you can do a lot of your shopping. There's all these specials for tickets, merchandise, auctions, gear. If you go to GoDucks.com, you'll see the banner, and we're going to be selling a really neat photo of the duck coming out of the tunnel on the Harley with the team behind him and the crowd. And I bought a couple of gifts for my daughter.
Wow.
You can personalize, the photo. I think you bought it too, right?
Yeah, for AJ. Yeah, I bought it for my son.
Yeah, the band can say the name of your daughter or son on the field, or you can get like a football jersey hanging in a locker with your name on the back. Yeah. So lots of neat specialized items. So if you're not sure what to get for Christmas, go to GoDucks.com and click on those Black Friday specials and buy. Everybody's buying duck gear these days. First and 10 for Arizona. They go short and pick it up. Pick up 7 to the 37-yard line. It'll be second down and 3. They're hustling here a little bit.
They're moving the football. They know they have to score some points. And I think the question is, they can score points, but can their defense stop Oregon's offense right now?
Got a long ways back. They'll try to run it here and have the first down at the 32-yard line. Down by 26 with 11:10 to go, so they got a lot of work to do.
Every Duck fan in the stadium's going to be looking at that clock, watching it tick down, getting closer to 0.
Foles, little time. Gonna go to the end zone. He's got a man wide open, touchdown. That was quick. That was quick.
To David Roberts.
And again, you keep wondering what the broken coverages are. There broken coverages going on for guys to be so wide open? Even though there's time to throw the football, what's creating the receivers to be so wide open? Behind the safeties. Corners beat by 15 yards.
Zende has to kick it to make it a 19-point game. This kick is up and good. And with 10:45, it's not quite there, is it?
No, it's not there yet. No, not as fast as Arizona just scored that touchdown.
A 3-possession game still, so
it's going to fall back on the Arizona's defense. Can they get off the field? Can they make plays? Can they stop this Oregon offense? It's in their rhythm right now.
Arizona still has 3 timeouts in the game, too. That was easy. They did that
too easy.
Time.
It was too easy.
It took a minute 30.
You can't, as a defense, you can't allow the explosion play. You can't allow them to get the long touchdown run. Now, let them get the 12-play drive for a touchdown. That takes time off the clock, but not that long pass for a touchdown. And I know John Neal, the defensive back coach, he's talking to his guys on the sideline, trying to tell them to calm down and figure out and communicate what coverages are we in and who has who. That's real simple. Looking at the Oregon defense, the secondary, just lock up, man to man. I have the guy in front of me, I'm taking him all over the field. There's no questions there.
Aaron Thomas having a big day. He's got 3 touchdowns in the air. He's run for one as well, 148 yards passing. Pretty efficient day for him. He's got the one interception on the first drive. Mostly just have to take care of the football here, Anthony, run the clock a little bit. You wonder, do you want to be, aggressive like you've been and run at a pace because they're on their heels, or you want to try to work some clock like they did at Cal?
Well, you're going to work some clock, and it comes back to the running game. And the running game right now for Oregon, in at least the last 2 quarters, have been working very well with J.James running stronger, K.Barner when he gets in there. So you're going to still run the football. Onside kick now we're looking for Arizona to do it. And there's still a lot of time left in the game. I mean, it's an uphill battle, but there's still a lot of time. Oregon needs to take care of business.
K.Barner is back, standing at the 25. This is a little concerning, too, because they can kick it over Kenyon's head and try to go get it, or even in the corners, like around the 30. So it looks like they're set up to try to kick it onside. We'll see what they do. They're going to go ahead and drive it deep, and Barner goes back and watches it roll through the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Oregon will start at the 20.
Arizona's lucky that ball didn't go out of bounds. Good bounce by the football. Football's not round, so nice bounce back into the back of the end zone.
Kind of a hush over the crowd. I think might have made everybody a little nervous how quickly Arizona scored, because nobody's really done that against them this year.
Well, that's the thing. They scored too quickly. And again, I think Oregon's given up too many things because of missed coverages, broken coverages. You can't just give somebody some points that way.
Barner is the tailback. Down. Barner for about 3 yards on the play.
Picks up 3 yards from the 23.
That gets the clock moving.
Tackled by Brooks Reed. 2nd down 7.
Well, here, Arizona, they'll get some rest on defense because Oregon's not going to run up to the line of scrimmage. I still think it's kind of early enough to also hurry up and still run your fast offense.
They'll look over at the sideline and try to pick up a few first downs and really milk the clock out if they could do it.
Yeah.
2nd down and 7. Not going to be easy. Arizona knows this is kind of their, well, they have to do this a few times. Comes a safety up. Barner sidesteps one man. Now he breaks free a little bit and picks up another 4 yards. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
He was that close to breaking it.
Arizona has a man down with an arm. Looks like it went down with his arm or his shoulder.
And I think he's really hurt. That's might be Adam Hall. I mean, Adam Hall's been playing lights out for them. He's the safety they brought in, the backup safety, and he's just been lighting people up. And I think he's hurt. I think he hurt his shoulder or his hand on that play.
Well, they're not trying to get a rest here because Oregon's not trying to go fast.
Well, I know. He's hurt.
And when he gets up at the sideline, they start the clock again. So I don't know if he maybe pulled it out of the socket or something.
His hand hit the foot.
Got kicked in the chin, maybe?
I think it has something to do with his hand, his shoulder. But he's hurt. When you're reaching for players trying to make that tackle and you're sticking that one arm out, and that guy, K.Barner, his legs are driving 100 miles an hour, and your hand just bounces off his knee or something. If he is hurt and he's not going to be able to play, that's a blow for Arizona's defense, because this kid's been playing, number 12, all night. His shoulder, he's just pointed at his shoulder, and he's barely moving that shoulder. That kid is injured. He's not faking.
3rd down and 2.5, we'll call it. This seems kind of tailor-made for a D.Thomas keeper, doesn't it? Maybe that option?
Yeah, J.Huff.
Ducks will let the 25, 24, 23 keep ticking. They're in the huddle for the first time in a long time. Under 9:30.
Big play right here, Joe.
See what they go with. Barner, 1st down and more. Oh! Just tripped up. But that'll keep the clock moving. A new set of downs.
He was just inches away from taking that to the house. It looked like one of the defenders had a beat on him to the corner, but I don't think the linebacker would have made that play. Kenyon would have been off and running.
Under 9 now. Ducks did this in a real pressure situation last week at Cal, where they just kept the ball for the last 9:30 of the game. They give it to Barner again. Kenyon. He goes out of bounds.
You want him to stay in bounds. You want the young running back right there. Don't go out of bounds, Kenyon. Stay in bounds. If anything, jump back in bounds and land on the ground.
Of course, when the way college football is now, the clock will run until you get down towards the end of the game, and even when you go out of bounds. That's why earlier when the Maehl went out of bounds, it didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense, yeah.
Clock. 2nd down and 3. There's still 15 on the play clock as we're at 8:23 in the game. 2nd down and about 3.5. Steady dose of Kenyon Barner right now. Same motion, same play. This time he cuts it up. Has a hole. Goes across the 45. I think Arizona's just spent.
Yeah, I think they are. I think might be the nail in the coffin right there. Great cutback by Kenyon Barner right there, cutting on a dime. And just watch him run, Joe. Again, he looks fresh. He hasn't been playing in a lot of games. He's been sitting out the first half. They've had a heavy dose of L.James, and now you're seeing number 24. And he's got a little burst to his kick, to his run, to his step.
Cats look a little tired out there right now. Ducks doing this all on the ground. Under 10 now. Pretty much when they're starting their set. So they get under 10, they'll put Paulson in motion. They keep running the same play. There it is again. Barner this time goes down after a loss of a yard.
It's kind of funny watching the Ducks play this slow game. It just seems weird. You know, and we've watched football for a long time, and normally teams take a long time to get in the huddle, get the play, take maybe, 25 seconds to call a play. Watching the Ducks do this, it's strange. It's like, okay, we're waiting. You guys, come on, run the play. It's boring right now.
There's still 21 seconds on the play clock, so they can take their time if they want. They'll look over to the sideline and get a play. Go under 7 minutes now. Ducks trying to just milk the clock out and get the Pac-10 championship. Some movement on the offensive line. I think that's going to be on the Ducks, and they'll move it back 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. Main 2nd down.
J.Maehl comes back in the game. Ball's right at the 50-yard line.
Well, you still also talk about field position. So if you have to punt the football, you think you can pin them back and make Arizona go the full length of the field.
Nobody is leaving, Anthony. They want to see Oregon finish this thing out. Ducks are 6:36 and counting away from back-to-back Pac-10 championships. No worse than the Rose Bowl if they can close it out. And another whistle.
Well, they didn't start the game clock, the play clock.
Clock stops at 6:23.
There's no flag on that play. The play clock didn't start.
Ducks trying to be methodical here and just get this thing over with.
Timer, please reset the game clock to 6 minutes and 49 seconds.
Well, make that 6:49. That's a big adjustment, isn't it?
6:49.
The clock never started.
So they're just going to start over again here, and they'll wind the clock from 6:49. There's still 25 seconds on the play clock.
So they all started.
So now Oregon doesn't have to run the play until it gets down there again.
Right.
There's still 20 on the play clock here. 2nd down and 15. It's going to be about the same, really, by the time you get down to it. 2nd and 15. They're going to give it to Kenyon again. Looking for a blocker. Goes over one guy and picks up about 5 yards. Arizona still has 3 timeouts. They're not going to use them right now. They probably have to have some other opportunities in the game for them to be able to have the opportunity to use the timeouts.
But that hurts. I mean, the time is not on their side right now. It's really not. I mean,
I think if you stop them here on 4th, you probably take one, right?
Yeah.
Or on 3rd down.
On 3rd down.
See whether or not Oregon throws it. They run the same play like 6 times in a row. Different formation this time. Thomas going to throw it. Looking, throws it, incomplete. He had his man again. Huff not able to bring it in.
I don't know if Huff would have got the first down on that play, but it would have been 4th and 1.
Good throw by Darren Thomas, and Oregon will punt the ball with 5:46 to go in the game.
Young freshman dropped that ball that should have been caught right there. And now I think he's letting it get into his body, Joe. You can't let the ball get into his body. That ball just hits those pads and they bounce right out. Catch it with your hands. And he knows that.
Ducks took about 5 minutes off the clock on that drive. Punt fair caught at the 14-yard line. So Arizona, can they do it quickly again and make it a little bit interesting? Still got a long way to come back with only 5:38 to go.
Well, this is where they have to have the 12-15 play drive. So important.
Time now for the Taco Bell hit of the game. How about J.Maehl earlier in the game? There's your hit of the game, brought to you by Taco Bell. Ding! Pick outside the bun. See if they get some pressure on Foles on this drive. Foles is hit from behind. It's incomplete.
Great job by Brandon Bear. They had the defensive line, Joe, up front, kind of crossing, playing some games. One guy goes left, the other guy goes behind him to the right. Brandon Bear gets free.
Foles. Great catch made on the outside. I mean, just barely turned around in time to catch the ball.
Miller, I don't think he knew the ball was coming to him. He just turned around and the ball hit him in the belly.
Didn't have a lot of time to adjust, but made the catch. There's Foles. Again, throws complete. Foles is going to end up with some unbelievable numbers on offense. He's over 400 passing now. Fans are getting a little nervous seeing Arizona move the ball so quickly.
Well, still taking time off the clock.
Got to get to Foles. They're going to go for the deep ball, and it's knocked away, but a pass interference on Oregon.
Pass is incomplete. Barely playing on the field.
Arizona still with 3 timeouts, trailing it by 19.
That was pass interference on Anthony Gilden right there, number 18 for the Ducks.
Holding on the defense against an eligible receiver. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I still don't see Anthony Gilden was somehow behind the receiver, and you can't get yourself behind the receiver. Excuse me, when the team is down. I mean, you got to score touchdowns to win. And
we're playing a 2-deep zone here. You'd think they wouldn't let guys get behind him. They got Boyett back on one end. Going to run it here, and nothing doing. Kind of an unusual call here as Arizona's been moving the ball and will throw the air.
Well, that hurts because that keeps moving the clock.
Under 5.
Against Arizona there, so.
A lot of yards. Going for the deep one again and knocked away. That'll set up a 3rd and 10.
Great play by the senior Marvin Johnson. I mean, he's been playing behind a lot of young guys. He's been in there a long time. 5th-year senior, and comes up, makes a big play.
Obviously 2-down territory here, so a couple of plays to move the chains. Of course, they're trying to get bigger chunks, aren't they, Anthony?
Yeah, they have to. I mean, they have to score some points. They got to get the ball down the field here.
They've been 8 of 16 on 3rd down. That was after starting 6 of 11. So it cooled off a little bit. Good protection to get him over the middle. Grigsby has the first down, and more inside the 40 to the 33-yard line.
And the tough part about this, as you start getting closer, as the offense starts getting closer to the end zone, less room to work with.
Ducks just got to find a way to get to him. Bear gets there. He throws this one out of bounds. Bear put a little pressure on him this time. Now they got a man down.
Look, he's hurt pretty bad. Can't tell what's wrong with him.
It's Conan Amatue.
Conan's not faking that injury. He's in pain. If you look to your right side of the screen, number 55. I can't tell if he... Not sure.
Let's look at your 5 things, Anthony, you talked about before the game, and see if you can give the Ducks a grade or a check mark, whichever one.
Well, number 1, you talk about the defensive line, the dual threat of Brandon Bear and Kenny Rowe. 3 tackles for loss. Arizona red zone offense. Now they're 2 for 2 in the red zone, doing a good job. And then U of O leading the Pac-10 in stats, offense, defense. The offense right now is doing a great job. Nick Foles, he's playing lights out. They didn't cool him off. And the Oregon secondary, 1 interception today. They need more.
4:12 to go. Pretty quiet crowd here as they're just waiting for the end. So
yes,
they can
are.
Hopefully celebrate a Pac-10 championship. Any other year, there would be roses being spread throughout the stadium. Here tonight, the Ducks are thinking of much greater things, as hard as that is to imagine. Greater than the Rose Bowl, but this year, the national title game awaits if Oregon can win their final 2 games. Jackson makes the stop, and that'll keep the clock moving. 3rd down and 6. Arizona 2-down territory here. See if they try to get the home run ball.
And they got to take a shot here. They got to try to score a touchdown fast. Only, under 4 minutes to go in the game.
No pressure. Over the middle. Caught as a flag down. I think they're going to call Ducks for a holding.
I think it was Ducks offsides, Joe.
Stops the clock as they sort out the penalty.
Terrell Turner, number 45 for the Ducks. He might have been offsides.
Offside on the defense. That penalty is declined. 1st down.
So the Cats now inside the 20 with 3:40 to go. Seen crazy things happen in college football games, and right now they just can't stop them. More pressure coming this time. Foles pumps, gets out of there. Now he just pitches it out to Grigsby, who gets some positive yardage and goes out of bounds at the 11. They just can't quite get to him, can they?
But no, they can. And again, great job by Nick Foles. You know, he's in the pocket, he's trying to avoid the rush, and then has some smartness to pitch the ball out to his running back.
Should have been out at the 13. Somehow he's at the 11. I think the yards are that important at this point. It's just the speed at which Arizona's been able to move down the field. Foles throwing it, tips. 3rd down.
Great play by Cliff Harris. Man-to-man coverage. Put 3 receivers to one side, go back to the single receiver side on the other side, and one-on-one coverage right there. Nice job. Timed the ball just right this time.
Give Foles credit for making sure the ball was high. Otherwise, it would have been interception and ball game.
And, you know, Terrence Miller is a big receiver at 6'4", 225. It's a nice matchup. They thought he had a good matchup against Cliff Harris. Cliff Harris won the battle.
Ducks trying to get to him up the middle. Foles. Pressure. Still gets rid of it somehow. And they get him out of bounds. And the clock stops. It'll be 4th down, but somehow he gets rid of it.
Sure did. Well, he's a big guy, Joe. He's 6'5", 240 pounds. Hard to bring down and fighting for his life back there. Great pressure right there. Collapsed the pocket. Nowhere to throw the football. Runs into his own man, which I think kept him up.
How did he get his arms free?
Ball game right here. We'll see.
4th and 8. 101 on 4th down earlier in the game. Ducks converted a big 4th down earlier. Pressure up the middle. Plenty of time. Throws it out there, and it's incomplete. Could have had it.
Had a touchdown.
Off his fingers.
David Roberts.
And now the final 2:31 is going to be a celebration. The Oregon Ducks are going to go back-to-back Pac-10 champions.
Right here, had a chance. Great throw by Nick. Another young receiver letting the ball go into his belly. Hey, cannot allow that ball to hit your stomach. It's going to bounce right off. Catch it with your hands.
I don't know if I ever would have said the words, the Oregon Ducks are going to the Rose Bowl, maybe, if they're disappointed, with one big one coming up in Corvallis next week against the Beavers. That if Oregon wins, they will play for the national championship. If they lose, they will go to the Rose Bowl. Here's Remine Alston getting some time. Mike Stoops going to go ahead and let this one just play out. Don't forget, there's some women's basketball going on all weekend long. Pretty much any time you want to go down to MacArthur Court, it's going on. But 2:15 on Sunday against Sacramento State. Go down and see Paul Westhead's group. They're really exciting to watch. A lot of fun. Of course, we'll see you in Portland tomorrow when the Ducks take on Duke in Portland in the men's basketball game up there. The Singler brothers. Anthony, the Ducks have secured the Pac-10 championship and the Rose Bowl before they've even played the Beavers.
Wow. I keep saying wow, but I'm amazed.
Here's Remine.
You're right, Mike Stoops is letting us go. Nothing you can do about it here.
What a difference this year. And like I said, any other year, people would be passing roses out. Nobody would be leaving. But there's so much more to play for this year. Look how far Oregon football has come.
Oh,
when
so far.
A Rose Bowl would be disappointing for a little while. The Big Ten representative in the Rose Bowl will be determined tomorrow, or really Sunday when the BCS standings come out, if everybody wins. Here's Remine. Almost gets a first down. And on 4th and a couple, with 49 seconds to go and 36 on the play clock, they'll probably just go for it.
Yeah.
Try to get it down and run the ball or run around a little bit. It's about a 10-second differential, play clock and game clock. So, boy, what a day. J.Maehl goes over 100, 126. D.Thomas. I mean, J.Maehl, 17th career 100-yard game.
You know what I like about these football players for Oregon right now? They won the Pac-10 championship, but it's not over for them. They're not celebrating. They're not jumping around, high-fiving and all that, dancing with the crowd. They know they have another game left. Take care of business.
Yeah, it's a different feel from last year, isn't it? When they were so much, so much more. If Oregon had a bigger lead, of course, in the league, they would be thrilled and passing out the roses. 59,990 here today to see the Ducks 2 years in a row undefeated at home and coming from behind in the last home game of the year. It was 19-14 at halftime. Can you believe that?
To a team that was moving the football, couldn't get to Nick Foles. Their defense was playing well. And I sound like a broken record, but I keep saying the same thing over and over again. When you come to play the Oregon Ducks, you better bring it for 4 quarters. You can get happy in the second and third quarter because you think you're doing something, but you got to play 4. You got to play till the clock shows 0.
Remine breaks it. That'll be the final play of the game. Oregon has won the Pac-10 championship and will head to Corvallis for a big, big game. Not sure why they're pulling him over on the side. Chip Kelly was trying to come across and shake hands. they just want to set it for a first down, and then when they start the clock, the game will be over. So I'm not sure why they won't just set the ball. They still have to set the ball, so there's 2 seconds. As soon as they set it, then Chip will come over for the handshake with Mike Stoops. They just call it a sideline infraction? Now?
I don't.
Students want to come on the field.
2 teams. Great game, over 1,000 yards along.
And that's it. And Oregon is the Pac-10 champion. And they have clinched the BCS bowl game. They will either play on New Year's Day in Pasadena or on the 10th of January in Glendale, Arizona for the national championship. A gigantic civil war awaits in Corvallis next week. Back-to-back Pac-10 conference champions, the Oregon Ducks.
It's just amazing to watch the Duck football players right now, Joe. They just won the Pac-10 championship, and they're not celebrating. They're shaking hands, going back to the locker room, knowing that they have business to do next week.
In their minds,
yes,
already focusing on the Oregon State Beavers, who played tomorrow against the Stanford Cardinal. Ducks won the outright championship a year ago, and they've repeated. The USC dynasty is over. Is it a new dynasty, Anthony?
Yes, it is. You talk about the football players from Oregon. You talk about Oregon's recruiting. Now they're recruiting from a national level, getting players from Houston, from Texas, from Florida. Everyone wants to come to play at Oregon. Oregon's the new team, the new kid on the block, the powerhouse. And not the power football team, the speed football team, the team that has a bunch of playmakers.
What a day. J.Maehl, 126 yards. It's going to be tough to select the player of the game because J.Maehl and D.Thomas were both spectacular in a third quarter absolute whirlwind of offense and defense, and a burst that the Ducks used to hold up against the Arizona Wildcats, 48-29, to move to 11-0 with 1 more to go in the regular season in Corvallis. We will be back to wrap it up after this.
American Family Insurance created a special policy called the She Has the Perfect Place. It's going to be a perfect evening. And tonight, in a most unexpected place, she will meet the perfect guy. Policy. Emergency Road Service is one of over 375 products and features we use to create your custom family protection. Is your coverage as unique as your family?
American Family Insurance.
Hey, Duck fans, since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon State and Oregon has grown to a fever pitch. The 2010 Civil War Series is in full force, and the action this year between the Ducks and the Beavers will be memorable. Year after year, the student athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The Civil War Series encompasses 10 sports, where the Ducks and Beavs go head-to-head. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans as being a proud partner of the Civil War Series.
Tonight on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tune in next Saturday for Northwest Wild Country as we're joined in studio by Scott Weidman of Three Rivers Marine and Chris Schaefer of Potsy Bait, only right here on Northwest Wild Country on Comcast Sportsnet. Game on.
Duck fans reveling in another Pac-10 championship. Celebrating another incredible performance by this football team. Just when you start to think it's going to be one of those nights They do what they do so well, Anthony, by exploding against Arizona tonight and overwhelming them to a 48-29 win.
Well, they come out in the third quarter and they start out on fire. And you talk about the offense, you talk about the defense, you talk about special teams. And today, the special teams, not the punt return or the kickoff return, the coverage teams going down there making plays, causing fumbles. Just a great play of the whole team as a unit, and also as well, they don't panic, Joe. They never panic. They never show, D.Thomas shows any sign of panicking, throwing the ball away, interceptions. Just a nice job by the Oregon Duck football team.
And a tip of the cap, if you will, to Nick Foles for Arizona, who completed 29 passes for 448 yards in the game. The big number is the one on the scoreboard, 48-29.
Well, give Arizona's offensive line some big credit on that, giving Nick Foles a lot of time to throw the football, and Nick Foles found the right receiver to throw to.
Let's take a look at our Les Schwab run of the game, and why not go to one in the record books? Third longest run for a touchdown in Oregon history, and it almost was a fumble, turned into a touchdown. J.Huff.
J.Huff, true freshman, exploding down the field, running, like I said, angry like Adrian Peterson, the Minnesota Vikings. Can't deny him getting in the end zone. And look at his stride, his speed. Only a freshman, built like Tarzan, plays like Tarzan. Great football player.
The run of the game brought to you by Les Schwab. You are the reason. And we talked about how hard it would be to come up with a player of the game. So we just decided that we need to have co-players of the game, brought to you by State Farm Insurance. The final home game of the 2010 season. J.Maehl is one of them. 28 carries, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns for J.Maehl. Great day for him. And how about D.Thomas? He also deserves to be the player of the game. So today, it's co-players of the game, brought to you by State Farm Insurance. And I thought D.Thomas played fantastic tonight.
D.Thomas throwing that football right on the money. He didn't have missed opportunities. Guys running down the field. The receivers caught the football. But right here, throwing the ball back of the end zone, J.Maehl, nice job. And then right here, using his legs to score points, the speed, get to the outside, and finding the end zone as well.
62 yards. You know, J.Maehl is a Heisman candidate this year. Can't imagine he's not going to be invited to New York at the very least. But that young man
for next year
goes to the top of the list next year.
I'm telling you.
If J.Maehl is here, you'd have 2 candidates like Leinart and Bush from USC, and we'll just have to, of course, wait and see about that. But as it stands, Anthony, a Pac-10 championship for the Oregon Ducks, a Rose Bowl insured, and this is one of those years that everybody wants to be at home on New Year's Day and watch some other team marching their band down Colorado Boulevard as the Ducks get ready to pack their bags and try to go to Glendale, but they'll have a big challenge in Corvallis. Never before have the Beavers been able or been in a position to knock their rival out of the national championship.
Wow.
This is a huge Civil War.
Big game, and you know the Beavers are going to come to play. Mike Riley's going to have that team fired up, ready to play. Rogers, I mean, it's going to be a big game. Senior night or day for the Oregon State Beavers. Big battle of the Civil War.
Fans don't want to go home. Just loving the feeling of what this football team has done for this community, this state, this region. And there's the message on the board, the Pac-10 champions. Today's game was produced in association with Greystone Media and IMG College. Our executive producer is Brian Mobilson. Our executive in charge of production, Josh Echohawk. Dan Hyatt's our producer. Josh Echohawk is our director. Scott Pillow is the technical director. Nick and Jamie Livingston's associate producer and operations manager. Courtney Oversby is our commercial operations. Great camera work by everybody out there tonight, all over the stadium. All of you in the truck, outstanding job. Engineers, Uplink, everybody all over the country that have to work here on this holiday weekend to put this together for you so you can relive what has been a spectacular, special, unbelievable season by this football team. And tonight, they're crowned Pac-10 champions with one more to go to get to Glendale. We will see you in Corvallis for maybe the Civil War, the biggest one ever for the Oregon Ducks, next week in Corvallis. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week. So long, everybody.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that?
Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
American innovation. Mexican styling. Taco Bell know-how. The totally redesigned chicken enchilada. Tender marinated all-white meat chicken, slow-simmered enchilada sauce, and a luxurious blend of melty cheese wrapped up and grilled to go. Experience the comfort of enchiladas in the handling of a burrito. The chicken enchilada grilled stuffed burrito. Only at Taco Bell.
Portland, if you think all denture offices are the same, here's something to chew on. Your teeth deserve a second opinion from the experts at Natural Dentures. The nation's most respected denturists now have convenient offices right here in Portland. For 30 years, they've been pioneering new techniques and procedures and have restored over 20,000 smiles.
Give us 30 minutes, and we'll have you smiling again.
A free consultation is just one call away at Natural Dentures, now in Portland.
Comcast Sportsnet's search for a new outdoor GPS co-host is heating up. The top 5 candidates will tackle a live on-air audition. It's a whole new ballgame when the camera's on and the lights are glaring down. How will the contestants fare when hosting their very own TV segment? Watch Outdoor GPS Wednesday at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet and vote for your favorite at csnnw.com.
Big Brothers Big Sisters makes a huge impact for children. We need people like you, as volunteers, as champions for children, and as donors. You'll find it's easier than you may think. So are you in? Inspired? Involved? Invested? To find out how you fit in, visit bigbrothersbigsisters.org today.
Welcome in Talking Ball, and it's a kind of a good news, bad news kind of night here on Talking Ball. Good news happened down in Eugene. We'll get to some football later on. Bad news happened here.